Well, good afternoon there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lenovo Intel Valorant Open in association with Croma. I'm your cast assassin, Fodusa, and joining me on the desk is Quaint, and we are here with the Lenovo Intel Valorant Open, day number 7, round of 16 matches. We got two very exciting matches for the day, starting off with Reckoning Esports and Team Triple Q. More on that later, but before that, let's quickly head on over to my lovely co-caster Quaint and ask him how exactly his day is going.
My day is going lovely, Assassin, and I'm loving the energy so far because it is going to be Triple Q versus Reckoning. Reckoning, a team that needs no introduction into any scene whatsoever, be it Valorant, be it Counter-Strike, be it any other scene, because their teams are always on point, they're always tight. And nonetheless, it's going to be a really interesting matchup because they're going to go up against Team Triple Q, and we've seen just what they can do and how insane Knives and Bones can be popping off. So this is going to be a really interesting match for sure.
It definitely is going to be, because see, Reckoning Esports, they have had that share of ups and downs as well. And I'm definitely hoping for them to fix their issues, fix their flaws as well, whatever they have been making in the previous matches that they had. Mm-hmm. And I guess Team Triple Q overall have been feeling it. Like, we see some of the star fraggers from the side of Team Triple Q popping off every single time they play a specific tournament game as well. So looking forward to seeing this one as a very close matchup. Like, it's going to be down to how exactly they are going to make use of the map as well. So talking about the map a little bit, the map is going to be Split. This is the first time ever that we are going to be seeing Split being played in the Lenovo Intel Valorant Open. So very excited for that as well. Not really sure who exactly has got the specific map in their hands, because both of these teams sort of have an equal caliber. And I guess Reckoning Esports might have that edge because, Reckoning Esports, they kind of have been practicing on the map of Split as well. It is going to be an interesting one to see what kind of a composition they're going to be coming out with as well, right? Because Reckoning Esports, they have been experimenting here and there. They've been pricking and prodding around the single duelist composition, and I guess the single duelist composition did not yield them much results. But it is a matter of time, right? You gotta give that team the time in order to evolve and adapt to that specific composition as well. I guess Reckoning Esports and their coach, especially Abhishek Bajaj, he has been putting in quite a lot of work as well for the team. So really looking forward to seeing them perform. And Team Triple Q, as always, are going to bring it down to raw aim power as well. So Quint, I'm just going to give you a spoiler. It is going to be a very exhilarating match for sure.
Sure. And I believe you on that. On top of that, it's again, like I said, Knives and all the players on the board are really like high fragger, like top fragging sort of star players, and it's gonna be fun watching them popping off and just going head to head against other top fraggers. So on top of that, the map being Split, like you said, a really interesting choice, and this is the first time we're seeing this in the Lenovo Intel Open. And to be honest, it's more of a close range map, so these close range fights are gonna be always intense, and those rotates always coming in from mid to vents is always something to watch out for. This is exactly what we're going to be seeing, and it's going to be a lot of high intense, like high octane sort of action. And talking about the lineups, by the way, we are going to see a little bit of a controller, a little bit of a duelist sort of lineup with Reckoning going in for Killjoy, Sage, just one duelist with Raze over there, and Viper for the control a little bit, and Aster. Honestly, they're going for a lot of control, a lot of walls, and a lot of vision blockage. So let's see if they're going to be making the best usage of that. And off the bat, we are going to go into the first round, and Knives is having a little bit of trouble with his aim over there. But then again, it's the first round of the day. He's probably just woken up. It's going to be a little hectic for him to 2v2 already, as a lot of damage has gone out from both sides. Chris Boss over here knows that Zenith is going to be holding that corner. 1v2 situation, the bomb plant has gone down. Inferno is the first one to be left alone in the map. Does match against Lost Boss out. Chris Boss also, by the way, has gone in for the heal. So he is up to 91 points of health and knows exactly where Inferno is. But Inferno is holding the wrong angle because he does not see Chris Boss coming in onto site. And that is going to be the first round on the board for Reckoning. Pretty decent round. Nothing much that we can say from this because, yeah, pretty quick and easy round. A lot of random stuff happening, not a lot of strategies, as can be expected from a pistol round so far. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what they're going to be coming up with, because Split, being a really small map, can have a lot of interesting plays and a lot of smokes. So a little bit of vision, whatever little bit of vision that you block off in any side on Split is going to be crucial to the team that is blocking off site. It's just going to be crucial to the teams that are going to be blocking outside, and that is honestly going to give them the upper hand. So let's just see how much these utilities are going to be used. and how well they're going to be working around them.
And to be completely honest, right, I did tell you that Reckoning Esports is going to be picking and prodding around the single duelist composition as well, and they have brought out that single duelist composition. It's just going to be Jerain on the Raze, as the rest of the team are going to, focus a little bit more on that support role as well, and the extra added amount of utilities and abilities coming out from the side of Team Reckoning Esports. By the way, a new face is being seen from the side of Team Triple Q, Zenith. I haven't seen him before in the roster. I guess he is the latest addition to the team as well. Zenith, we all know him if you guys have been following the semi-professional CS scene as well. Back in the days, the guy used to be known as well, and I guess now he has shifted towards Valorant and is now making his way to the top alongside his comrades on the side of Team Triple Q. Truly going to be interesting to see what exactly Zenith and gang are gonna do, especially Zenith being playing on that Killjoy role as well. We are on a bit of a pause, by the way, because Anais has disconnected. So yeah, Anais has disconnected from the side of Team Triple Q. I'm gonna be waiting for him to come back, and as soon as he's gonna be back, I'm gonna continue on with the match as well. But with the push around going into the favor of Team Reckoning Esports, Quint, I do think so that they have set off the right momentum in this specific match. But we do know for a fact that Team Triple Q are a team that are more comfortable when their full buy comes out. So round number 3 is going to be that deciding factor as well. If Reckoning Esports are gonna walk away with the momentum right at the bat or not.
Exactly, you're right. You're completely right, Assassin. With that little bit of momentum coming in from Reckoning, that might just start giving them round after round. But then again, like you said, that is the first round. And to be honest, I'm just gonna pull it on the classic here because not a lot of people honestly went for the coast. They were just going in for proper utility buys, and that is probably what did not give them the round, because you saw Anais not like being able to land his shots there, and that's probably why he disconnected. He's probably like having a little bit of a network issue, so he's just gonna go quickly fix that and be right back. But yeah, nonetheless, the classic is something that you can't rely on long range, so it's gonna be a little harder on the first round. And we have seen the insane aim game that these guys, Triple Q, can pull off with a full buy, like you said. So again, looking forward to seeing that. Reckoning Gaming, however, is going to go in for mostly a Spectre buy, except Trispas, who's going to go in for the Ghost and probably going to play a little bit of a support game. So it's going to be interesting to see the second round as well. And I'm not really sure what I expect from this so far, because these guys, again, are feeling each other out, and so are we. We're just trying to understand what they're going to be doing, the kind of plays they're going to be coming up with. We know what Team Triple Q can do. But I personally am not sure of the Reckoning Esports roster, because I do know of their CS team, but I'm not really sure of their Valorant one. So let's just see what they're going to be bringing to the table, and it's going to be a fun match to watch.
So, still waiting for Anais to get back into a specific match. So this is going to be back. I guess he is back. I'm not really sure though. Like, so when you disconnect, right, you have that plug icon on your ping bar, but Anais doesn't have that. So they got 48 ping, and I'm not really sure what's up. Like, is Anais like AFK? Is that like an urgent nature's call or something like that? You never know.
Highly possible. But yeah, he's probably just AFK. I'm not really sure. It does not show that unplugged icon, like you said.
Exactly, so, yeah. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe his mom called him or something like that.
Because that has happened before.
Need your help. Yeah.
The best part is when that happens on a live stream camera. It's hilarious at times.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of streamers as well, right? Like when they're just streaming, their mom comes in from their back, and they're like, "Hey, get up! I need your help. Help me out." And then they have to just leave in the middle of the round. Yeah. They have to leave their viewers as well. Like, hold on a second, guys. BRB, mom's calling.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just go there real quick, help her out, come here and clutch the round. That's exactly what they do. But yeah, as a little bit of information comes from Bones, he's having PC frames issues, so he's probably gonna restart the entire PC, which is probably what's taking that long. I'm gonna pin the entire whip on the classic on that. Highly possible, because he was probably like going in for that headshot, and then his PC just been like, nope, I'm not gonna let you have that.
Yeah, he's just waiting for quick update to come in from the side, Team Triple Q as well. It is truly interesting to see stuff like that happen as well, right, Quaint? Someone from your family just walks in, the cam is open,
Really
and
funny, not gonna lie.
and then yeah, like I've seen this happen as well before. Like it has happened to me as well, by the way. Once I was actually streaming, and then my mom just walked in. My mom walked in and she was like, "Well, okay, never mind. Your cam is open. Hello, viewers." And then she just greeted my stream as well.
If I'm
Feels
not
good.
wrong, in I think in one of the TC tournaments, like I'm not really sure who it was, another streamer. Like I think the face cams were on, and somebody's parents just, like dad just walked into the stream, and he instantly just flipped the camera and was like, oh no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. It was uploaded on the TEC's Instagram page as well.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Hilarious.
There was something from the side of Turipper Esports, if I'm not wrong. Turipper or no, I don't remember.
Exactly,
Yeah, that was
I'm not
quite
sure.
funny though. That was really funny.
True.
At the same time, I also saw one of the players' mom, like feeding him as well while he was trying playing and clutching. Yeah,
Wow.
she was. It was such a cute moment, and it feels really good when parents support you and they understand that hey, I'm playing a tournament, can't really pause it and come to have dinner, so why don't you feed me, mom? And with that food that you're gonna feed me, I'm gonna get the power to clutch it out. And he actually clutched it out as well, by the way.
Exactly. That little wholesome moment is what gave him the energy, and he was like, you know what? With that little bit of love, I'm just gonna go in and clutch it out. And info just in, we are gonna be taking a little bit of a break now. But then again, like I was saying though, the entire tired situation really funny. Like it has happened to me so many times that like my mom being really sweet, she just come in and like put the plate down, but just happens to be right next to the mouse while I'm playing, and I have no idea that it's kept there because I'm like super into the game, and it's just like I'll go in for those flicks, and honestly, the flick is not what happens in the game. The plate honestly gets flicked off of the table. Happened to me multiple times. Really sad, but then funny at the same time.
Yeah.
But
yeah, guys, we do have an update, by the way. We're going to be taking a short break, and we're going to be right back after the break as well. As soon as we get an update from the side of Team Triple Q, we are going to, be right back and jump straight into the match as well. So don't worry, stay tuned. We are going to be right back.
Remaining. Standing. Seconds left. Spike down A.
Dropped. Get in my way.
Spike planted.
My eyes are down.
Blew you up.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
One down.
Last player standing.
Here comes the fight. You dead. Blocking vision. That is outpost.
One enemy remaining.
Eyes down. Give me that stuff. Here comes the fight. Ciao. Satchel out.
One enemy remaining.
No charge block. See ya. Be faster.
Die.
Sinister. Listen.
Last player standing. Seconds left. Spike down A. Spike planted.
My eyes are down.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Diffusing. One down.
Last player standing.
Here comes the fight. You dead. Blocking vision. That is outpost.
One enemy remaining.
Out.
Eyes down. Give me that stuff. Here comes the fight.
left.
Very cool. I'll directly push you into the game, huh? I'll just say, all right, then, ladies and gentlemen, we are done and dusted with the break as well, and we are all set and ready to dive straight into the game as well. So why don't we do that? The match is all ready. Even Anais is back, and he has connected back into the server as well. So let's quickly jump straight into the game, and we are going to be seeing as to how exactly we can go on with this.
Exactly, and Anais has probably sorted out his lag issue, and it's probably not going to be much of a bother to him anymore. So let's just see how he's going to be performing now with all of his lag picks, as he and his teammates are going to go in for an aggressive A push. And then again, BRZ Boss is going to be holding that cheeky corner angle over there, trying to get him out, spray him out, but no, his classic is just going to be the better weapon, and it doesn't matter to take him out. Multiple frags going out, down to a 2v2 situation already, and a lot of control has been lost from the defender side, but that heaven control is still on them. Chris Boss does manage to take down Zenith over here. 1v2 situation, as Anais is the only one left on the board, but the man, the myth, the legend, Pronounced Plus is out with that classic itself, but that location has gone out, that he is behind back of sight, and he does get taken out by Lost Boss, and that is going to be the second round on the board for Reckoning Esports. But then again, second round only. They lost the first round, and that's probably why they lost the second. The economy was not on their side. So let's see how they are going to go in for the next round, as we are going to see better buys coming in from both sides. And it is going to be a far more interesting match because we got a better economy from both sides now.
That's right. 2-0 is going to be seeing Reckoning Esports. They're going ahead and getting themselves the upgrades on 2 players, not all of them. The rest of them are just going to play it out on the bonus, and we are going to be seeing Lost Boss and Chris Boss onto the Phantom. On the side of Team Triple Q, the entire crew is going to be wielding the Phantoms and the Vandals, so looking forward to them, putting up the first shot of the board, and I guess with the advantage of weaponry as well, they might just be able to do that. Chris Boss has already dished out a lot of damage on towards Anais, and I guess Chris Boss is just going to try and play it out a little bit too safe. He's going to call for backup. We're going to be seeing Team Reckoning Esports trying to secure that position over towards the towers as well as the trees.
And they are going to try to get that B heaven control a little bit, which has not been gotten so far. And the defenders know that they're going to be pushing B heaven. So that call is probably going to be coming out right now as help, guys. We need a little bit of a backup here because B heaven is being taken, which has already been taken. Anais does manage to land the first frag, and he is already on the site. And little does Lost Boss know that Titan is there behind him to take him out. 3v4 situation, not looking a little dire for the defenders here, as they have lost complete control of the site. But then again, they can still make it back, but a lot of vision has also been taken as the Astral Smoke has come down to block off a little bit of vision from the defender. I mean the defender spawn. Bones is gonna be holding that cheeky little angle there, just trying to, like play counter strategies as to what they're gonna be doing. Bones does manage to get Panther down during Busta, takes him out instantly, and Nice is not gonna be able to do much because he's already down to a 21 hit point. Stack, and what is that stack coming in from them? This is basically like the finals from VCT Assassin. This is Sentinels versus Fnatic all over again, as that amazing hold coming in from them was basically taken off of VCT, and we get to see that live in action on Split. A beautiful double stack over there, back aside on B. Honestly, what got them the round. And beautiful gameplay coming in from both sides. That is going to be the first round onto the board for Team Triple Q. Let's see if they are going to be able to get further rounds onto the board for them.
This is going to be that fullback coming out from the side of Reckoning Esports, if I'm not wrong. No, never mind. Really don't have the money to go in for that as well. They're just going to go in for a half buy, and I'm going to pull out a full buy the next round as well. For now, though, Team Triple Q should pretty much have that control over towards the B towers any moment now. But a shotgun, it's right there. It's waiting patiently for these players to show up. A minute and 20, and Team Triple Q, they've already gained control over towards mid and are now trying to get further real estate around the B towers as well as the vent rooms as well. Tristos is holding that angle, and I guess he's going to go ahead and get the frag on towards the yes, he will. But is he going to be able to capitalize on towards Inferno as well is going to be the question. No is going to be the straight up answer. I guess the rest of the squad from the side of Team Triple Q is just going to further move over towards B. Whereas Zenith is just trying to lurk, and I guess Zenith might just be able to find himself a frag. Oh yes, he spotted someone out. That is going to be one of the players. That is the Viper onto the side. Jirain coming in with the backstab, and he's going to get the frag on towards Zenith.
Now towards reinforce situation, Assassin. It's looking good for the attackers here because they've gone for a little bit of a bamboozle play as they have taken full control of B side, and the defenders are left none the visor. The Astral Stars come in to play for a little bit of after plan positioning to, you know, just take away a little bit of information, a little bit of sight from them, and just play really safe close quarter combat. Panzer and his teammates, all of them are gonna go down alley from defender spawn to like get a little bit of control from there, but then I'm not really sure if this is going to work out in their favor because they're all pushing from the same side, and if they don't check the right angle, they are going to get taken down. But as I'm saying that Jirain Boss does manage to take out Inferno, they manage to take out another, it is going to be in his favor, but no, Titan is there to trade him out. But that ultimate does go into Jirain Boss to get one kill, but a nice and bones of the two heroes left on the map, and we know just what they can do, and that is exactly what they're going to show us, that insane aim prowess, and the stack on the last player, the last defender remaining on the board, and just show him exactly what they're going to be doing. And they take him right out. That is going to be the second round onto the board for Team Triple Q. Looking neck and neck so far, looking really nice and really tight. Good strategy, like really good teamwork and gameplay. Let's just see how they're going to be surprising us in the further rounds.
It was just a half buy coming out from inside Reckoning Esports, right? But they still managed to go ahead and get that round going on to their favor. It was a good one, but now it's going to get even more interesting. We're going to be seeing both of these teams with their full buys out. Titan XD trying to go in for that cheeky little peek. Lost Boss, if he peeks in right about now, then he might just lose his life. But looks like that Titan XD has got his ultimate ready, and on top of the utilities coming out from his Astra, we'll be seeing him try and get a kill with the showstopper as well. Not going to happen as Anayas is further pushing it over towards the target position. Has he given us information? I don't think so. Panzer! He's got to be careful, but I guess no luck is going to be in favor of Panzer, as Anaz was not in a position where he could have capitalized on top of the, distraction that was being made as well over towards the tower's position. Jirain Boss right now has chimed in as well, so alongside Panzer, he might just go ahead and get the frag on towards Anaz, but Anaz, how the hell is he not concussed? Oh, never mind, he is concussed, but he still managed to find himself some taps in order to take both the players down. How the hell would you even allow that, Reckoning? As the utilities, despite them coming in, it's just that Team Triple Q are a lot better every single round. And, it's going to be them to put up that third round of the board and get the lead against Reckoning Esports, 3-2. As we move on towards round number 6 now. Reckoning Esports, what is their economical situation right now? Yep, definitely a struggle. It's going to be nothing but the sheriffs coming out, and I guess it's just going to be Lost Boss to be on the Spectre with a half shield.
Not looking really good on their economy. They honestly have to get this round onto their side, which is going to be giving them not just a confidence boost, but also an economical boost. And they're going to be pushing their opponent's economy a little bit back. However, the entirety of Team Triple Q is going to go in for a full buy and an aggressive B take. However, there is a lurker on A side trying to get a little bit of hit point damage over there. Triss Boss does take a lot of damage from Raze's boom bot there, which is not going to be working out in his favor, but he does go in for the heal, which means that he's not going to be able to heal anybody else. Nobody's aggressing into any site so far, as the attackers are going to be holding down mid with one lurking on A. The A lurk is probably going to try to get off the flank and just, play for that positioning. However, one frag does go out as Inferno does manage to get his first kill. Down to a 4v5 situation, really slowly played out around Assassin. Nobody's aggressing on any side, and every team is just expecting the other team to push on the side. However, I don't think the attackers are supposed to. I don't think Team Triple Q is supposed to be that scared because the defenders are on a pretty tight economy, so it's going to be working out to their advantage. But I don't think they press tab really quick there to check what economies they have. But then again, it's split, so they don't want to take close range fights because they know those judges are going to come out, and that once that comes on their face, there is no saving them, even if it is a Vandal. So they are going to take a save. And a beautiful one tap from Panzer deletes Titan off the board. 2v4 situation. Honestly, this eco round could come into their favor. They could take it off, but it's not looking that good for them there. A lot of hit points on everybody over there, so they're just going to play the waiting game. They're just going to wait for that smoke to come off, that nebula smoke to come off. They're probably just going to play for exit frags. I don't think they're going to go in for that defuse. I don't think it would be wise to go in for that defuse. But Panzer, no. He says no and does take Zenith down, but Bones and Inferno together take the rest of the defenders out of the map. And this is going to be the fourth run onto the board for Team Triple Q. Looking really good on the strategy so far. Really good on the Astra utilization. I'm loving how Bones is playing so far, as he's like taking away the right information at the right time, blocking off site, and which is honestly breaking the confidence from the defenders, and they're just gonna be like, you know what, we don't have a lot of information, we can't see on a site over there, so we're just gonna play it a little bit cool, and that is exactly what is giving them round of round. Because Astra, the counter Astra smokes honestly have to come in to get entry to sites, but that is not coming out from Reckoning so far. Let's see if they're gonna be doing that this round.
Bomb buddy out.
So with Anais getting that entry frag on towards Panzer, that is going to be quite a big loss for the entirety of Reckoning Esports. Because see, the thing is that when you lose the Astra, right, you kind of tend to lose a lot of utilities that come combined with the Astra as well. So it becomes really hard for you as a defender to just hold on to the side. Let's hope that these four fine men from the side of Reckoning Esports are going to be able to do it. And now there is going to be a nice to try and move in over towards the ramp position. Doesn't have the dash, by the way, because he already used it. And I guess it's going to be time for him to go ahead and take down the lockdown as well. Is the lockdown going to be destroyed? No, I don't think so, because it is placed right behind the wall right there. And it looks like that the entirety of Team Triple Q are going to be forced out of the A site. I'm going to try and, get it all back once again, but it's just a little bit too late. As Reckoning Esports, on top of that advantage that they had, it took some more real estate, and they're further trying to get this run going on in their favor. But Triss
30 seconds left.
Down to 1 HP, but still managed to connect that headshot. Something that only Triss is going to be able to do as well. Good stuff coming in from Triss, but at the same time, he has to go in for the save, by the way. I don't think so. He should attempt for this. But no matter what they do, they have to eco anyways, right? So, a 1 versus 2 situation, he should try for this. In my opinion, he should try for this. I take my words back, by the way. Going for the save wouldn't be the ideal situation. And I guess he almost had it. Does take down Bones without any issues whatsoever. And has to face up against Zenith. Zenith did get taken down to 11 points of health, but yeah, it is going to be Zenith to come out on top and win out that specific fight as well. 5-2, ladies and gentlemen, as round number 8 is going to be Reckoning Esports to be going on in Eco, and Team Triple Q to maybe put up their 6th.
Exactly, and I'm loving the aim prowess on Team Triple Q today because they're just feeling it, and Bones and the Knives are just popping off. They're just showing exactly what they showed us the other day. They're going to be like, you know what, I'll sit down and I'll show you how to aim. And I'm loving the gameplay so far because it's not going off of pure aim fights, right? Because Bones is there. Bones is super smart with his gameplays, and he's putting down the right star at the right time, and he's taking away information from the defenders at the right time, which is honestly a huge plus coming from an Astra player. If your Astra can support your team and frag at the same time, you've got a godlike player on your hands, and you're never going to get rid of him. So Bones and Anai is honestly the stars of the show, supported by the really, really good players, Inferno, Titan, and Zenith. Now, the thing is, Reckoning are not being able to counter-strategize all of the smokes that are coming in, and they honestly have to start doing that. They're not doing that so far, and that is honestly what is costing them the rounds. if they are going to be like counter utilizing all of their abilities, it might just start coming onto their favor. But then again, we are going to see a full buy coming in from the attackers over there, and not a lot of economy on the side of Reckoning over there. They are going to go in for one Judge, one Sheriff, a Spectre, and yeah, it's just going to be close range combat for Reckoning this round. However, since Team Triple Q has a lot of economy on their side, they're going to be super aggressive there. They know what the usual sites that are being held by Reckoning, and they're going to just start pre-firing that, I'm going to assume, and going to be playing with their utilities to push them back, or maybe just, take away a little bit of information, or try to get a little bit of information at the same time. The attackers,
Really
however,
yeah, I really like how our observer as well went ahead and showed us the menu. That was the way
I know, right? It's really, like, he's
It's
probably
like-
hungry, not gonna lie.
Or maybe he's just hinting at the customers as well to just go ahead and call it out. Maybe it's Reckoning Esports being served on the menu today by Team Triple Q. And oh my god! Alright then, once again, it's gonna be Team Triple Q to go ahead and get the entries in. They're gonna get a lot of map control across this side, by the way. They already got one frag over towards the A ramps, so they can either move it over towards A. They got mid control, so they can move it over towards B as well. And it looks like that Titan is gonna go ahead and get himself the frag on towards Lost Boss. Ladies and gentlemen, might be a flawless one for Team Triple Q, but never mind. As soon as I was about to say that, the players, they do go down, and it's going to be Zenith to find Jirain boss off guard. Panzer left out in a 1 versus 4. Has got nothing to do but save. And in my opinion, he should go into the save right now by trying to get a kill or two. Because, yeah, going in for the save is going to allow the economy for the side of Team Reckoning Esports to stabilize a little bit as well. Because they are nonetheless going to have a buy this round, and that buy is going to be a really good one. So if that Phantom was saved, and maybe, there was a chance for Reckoning Esports to maybe pull out an operator as well, I'm not sure. Did not see the full amount of money that they were receiving, but yeah, they were pretty quick on their buys. Pretty quick and spotted out. But at the same time, it definitely would have helped them stabilize their economy, that's for sure. But unfortunately, he was not able to save because of the entirety of Team Triple Q feeling it. They're going in for the hunt as well. So yeah, 30 seconds now, and we are on towards a round which could possibly be Reckonings if played right. But at the same time, look at the amount of ultimates ready from the side of Team Triple Q. Man, one Cosmic Divide, and I guess the entirety of Team Triple Q can just easily make their way on towards a particular side and plant the spike as well.
Not just that, one party, like one showstopper coming in from Raze over there, and everybody's going to be running out of sight, just scampering, try to find a little bit of cover to save themselves from that ultimate coming from Raze. I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing showstopper coming in from Raze this round, and good positioning, good nade positioning from the defender's side, Killjoy over there, and that is honestly going to be holding them back a little bit. And just like you said, the Cosmic Divide is going to be coming in from Bones there. And good start positioning again from the defenders, but then the thing is they're not really using it at the right time, and that is honestly costing them the entire round. A few frags have gone onto the board as Zenith is popping off, getting Trish boss, Lost boss, but BRZ boss is going to be there to take Zenith right back down. 1v3 situation. Titan is going to fly into sight just to support his team a little bit. Panzer is going to be holding that alley position, just waiting for somebody to come back, but that flank is probably going to be coming around from heaven, from that tower's position from Inferno, but I'm not really sure if it's going to be sticking that. No, he does. Panzer does push on his side, tries to get a little bit of a kill, but that double peek does come in from the attacker side, and that is going to take him right down. That is going to be the 7th round onto the board for Team Triple Q, and this is looking really, really good for Team Triple Q Assassin because their utility usage and everything is on point so far, and they're not playing it off of raw aim game, which they are still bringing to the table. The problem with Reckoning is they're bringing their aim game, but the problem is they're not using their utilities as much. They are, but not at the right time. They've got to coordinate a little bit. Synergy is just a little lacking, and I think that they should be working on that. Once they get that up, Reckoning is going to start getting round of round.
It's quite funny how, Reckoning Esports are struggling on the defense actually, because their composition, it is supposed to favor, the defense as well. And Split being a defender side of the map, I'm not really sure why Reckoning Esports is struggling right now, but it looks like that Jirain, based on top of his utilities, managed to take down the Astra from the side of Team Triple Q, and that is a good pick, by the way, because, yeah, now the entirety of Team Triple Q are going to be left out with no smokes while they're trying to make a specific execute, and that is definitely going to hurt. We're going to be seeing Zenith going ahead and taking down the enemy Killjoy's turret. that was placed over towards the A site. Towards
You
the 8
will
hours,
not
the 8 after.
kill
And
my
Inferno is going to go ahead and get Bones up as well. With Bones coming back, I guess Bones, he just has to fall back as fast as possible because once again, Jerain has thrown in that specific nade, and
player
Zenith
standing.
single-handedly is trying to move it over towards the A side. I've got no idea why he's trying to do that, by the way, but yeah, he was trying to open up some avenue. I think what his idea was that the entirety of Reckoning Esports going to be busy over towards the middle position. I can just sneak in over towards A and maybe get a pick, open up the side for the team, and get the spike planted as well. But yeah, it's quite unfortunate, right, to see Triple Q go ahead and get destroyed over to his mid position. And I guess it's a start for a good comeback from the side of Team Reckoning Esports. They know
I'm going
the
above.
tendencies of Triple Q now, and they know for a fact that Triple Q are focusing a little bit too towards the middle area. So why don't we, as a team, play aggressively towards mid as well as the A side and try and get these pickoffs as well. For this round, though, it looks like that Triple Q are moving it over towards the B side, Quaint, and I'm not really sure of the specific idea from the side of Team Triple Q. I mean, they do have Zenith's lockdown ready, right? On top of that lockdown, all they have to do is just wait a few seconds and then move it onto the side.
Exactly, and that is exactly what they're going to be doing, Assassin. They're waiting for the kill lockdown to take effect, and once that takes effect, they are going to push into side. But a really good position snake bite over there coming in from Viper is going to take away a little bit of health from a Nice over there, but he's still up on 88 points of health, which is honestly not that big of a deal. He is going to be still lining heads because we know how he plays. Now, the rest of the defense has come in for the rotate. They know that the plan has gone down, but they're going to be playing it super slow. The Cosmic Divide is going to be coming in from the defense side, which is going to take away a little bit of information from them. The Gravity will not position properly, does not suck in Inferno, and he does get tagged a little bit, does get vulnerable, but then again, they are going to be able to capitalize on that, and he's going to get taken down. 2v2 situation already. The ultimate has come in from Titan, and he's going to be able to take one kill down, but the other is holding just the proper angling to take him down at the right time, as Swiss was just meant to take him down and managed to stick the defuse at the right time too. So that is beautiful. That is a beautiful play coming in from Reckoning right now, and they're understanding their problem. They're understanding the little bit of lacking in their synergy. You know, they're understanding that they're not all on the same wavelength, and they're not pushing in at the right time. They capitalized on that. They worked on that, and they're starting to bring it all back. They're understanding what their mistakes are, and they're bringing it all back. And I think that this is going to be a really good comeback coming in from Team Reckoning. So let's just see what it's going to be.
Yeah, Reckoning Esports should pretty much have the 5th round of the board as well, but at the same time, Team Triple Q, they're moving it over towards B once again, and I'm not really sure if this is going to be the right strategy to go on with, because the ultimate is ready from the side of Reckoning Esports' Viper, and as soon as I mentioned that, the Viper's pit is going to be up and alive, and I guess Anais needs to be a little bit more careful, because Lost Boss get himself that frag, and I guess Lost Boss finally goes down, and with that, the Viper's pit is going to be falling down as well. The RC Boss needs to be careful! The operator, it might just, make him a little bit too slow on that specific reactive shot onto Zenith, but it looks like that doesn't matter. It's going to be Jiren Boss to end it in style with a bang, with a showstopper. And that is going to be the 5th round of the board for Reckoning Esports. Ladies and gentlemen, 7-5. A really good half, by the way, but a lot better one for the side of Team Triple Q, as being a defender side of map, to get 7 rounds of the attack is no joke in Reckoning Esports. Even though they are slow starters, I guess they are going to get it all back on the attack. I believe in them. So, hashtag hope is definitely there for the side of Reckoning Esports. From the side of Team Triple Q, I will see if they are going to, manage to get themselves a pistol or not. Reckoning Esports, they do tend to sort of struggle sometimes on their pistol.
True, and not just that, you're absolutely right, because I've seen insane comebacks happening from 8-4 scores and to 7-5. So this is really looking good for Reckoning over here, because they could go in for their comeback, and we could see like a really strong attacker side gameplay, as they might just go in for really strong pushes, really aggressive gameplay. But this is exactly the opposite of what I was expecting, as BRZ Boss is going to be holding, and the rest of his teammates are just going to be holding those really good angles, waiting for somebody to push in from the defender side. They're just expecting the defenders to be more aggressive than the attackers are, and that is not going to be happening. Triple Q is not going to give them the satisfaction. They're going to be like, you know what, we know that you think that we're going to be aggressing, but we're not. We're just going to be waiting for you to push on site. We're going to start taking you off one by one. as no commit has happened to any site yet. They're being super slow and stealthy. They're just trying to get a little bit of information from all the sides, understanding where they're placed, understanding how they're going to be playing. And they're just going to capitalize on that and work with that and push into site wherever they see possible. Whenever they're going to see a window of opportunity, which is probably going to be coming at them right now as the attackers are completely clumped towards a lobby. And they know that there is not a lot of, defenders on the site as Bones and that Sage is going to be holding that angle. They have to get that information. They have to push it aside, but they're being super careful. They actually too careful, in fact.
30
That
seconds
smoke
left.
has come down properly, and that is going to take away the vision from defender spawn. And Bones is going to be getting the first kill, and a nice over there getting a double on Jirain and Panther. They're just popping off. 2v5 situation already, but I think that was their mistake. Honestly, the attacker should have pushed in much further, much earlier, but they did not. They were being super careful and way too careful in that matter. So much careful that actually they had given the attackers, the defenders, I mean, enough time to understand where they were and, come in with that flank, come in with that rotate and just shut them down. I think they have to take it a little faster. They've got to understand what they're going to be doing. They've got to understand their gameplay. They've got to communicate with their teams. Be like, you know what? We should probably commit to this site. Check these corners, check these angles, and I'm going to be checking the others. We got to get it into site as soon as possible. But they're not doing that. This is too slow of a gameplay for the attackers,
So 8-5 for now, though. The pistol goes into the favor of Team Triple Q, as I did tell you, right? Sometimes Reckoning Esports do tend to have a little bit of a hard time on the pistol, especially when they're on the attack. And this time around, though, it looks like that the exact same pistols are gonna shine for now. It's gonna be Zenith to struggle a little bit, but does manage to get the frag on towards his nemesis. That's gonna be BRZ Boss. Panzer does go ahead and get himself that frag, and I guess Bones has rotated himself over towards the defender side of spawn as well. 1 minute and 10 seconds, and you know what? I'm looking forward to seeing what Team Triple Q are going to do. For now, though, Reckoning Esports, they've got a lot of control. They've got a lot of opportunity as well in this specific round. So I'm looking forward to seeing them putting up their 6th, but Bones is just coming in so freaking hot. And I guess he's gonna go ahead and get himself a frag, make it a double, a total of 3 kills for Bones this round, and finally he's gonna go down. It's gonna be time for Jirain Boss to show us what he can do, what he is gonna be able to do as well for Reckoning Esports in order to put up the 6th round of the board, but I guess it's not gonna be enough, as 1 versus 2 situation. Jirain is not gonna be able to bring it back and put up that 6th on the board. Instead, it's gonna be a 9th one on the board for Team Triple Q. 9-5, ladies and gentlemen, as I guess Reckoning Esports, they are going to be going in for that full buy. And now that the bigger guns are out, I'm rooting for Reckoning Esports, and I really want to see what exactly they are going to bring on the board for this specific round. That is round number 15. Now, round number 15, it can definitely go either ways, but you know what, Reckoning Esports, I'm gonna root for them for this round. I really want to see them go ahead and take some map control, a little bit of takeover towards mid, and then eventually over towards the vent room or even towards the B-tars.
Exactly, and as right as you may be, Reckoning is taking it a bit too slow, which is honestly just costing them rounds. They have to capitalize on that. They are going to have to go in a little bit faster, as Chris Boss is trying to take a little bit of control on mid by walling it off, but that wall goes instantly down as a nice breaks it down, and he's not gonna give any further information. It's gonna fall all the way back onto A side, as Chris Boss is expecting a Nice to be there, but a Nice is not there. He is at just the right place, and he's probably gonna be expecting that events push. If he looks away at the wrong time, it is going to cost a Nice his life, and this might be that frag that they need to get that round onto the board, and that is exactly what happens as Panther manages to take down a Nice beautifully. 4v4 situation right now, as the top fragger has gone out of the game and Nice has been taken down. Bones is still playing so far though, so he can still clutch it out for his entire team, and he has an entire team to support him. 4v4 situation, the site has gone onto the side of Reckoning. They're going to be holding good after plan positioning right now, because that plan has gone for a default plan. The attackers, however, are not going to be aggressing so far because they don't have the vision on this site to understand where they are. BRC Boss, however, on the other side is going to take Zenith, and Lost Boss is taking Titans. Heads are being popped off left, right, and center. 2v4 situation. Is Reckoning going to be able to take this round? I think this is going to be the 6th round onto the board for Reckoning, and that is exactly as it's going to be. It's exactly what is going to happen, as Chris Boss is going to take 2 down with 1 spray. Beautiful game coming in from Reckoning, and this is exactly what I hope this is exactly what we were looking for Assassin, because they are managing to bring it back, and I hope to see more of this gameplay coming from Reckoning, because they're they're bringing it back. They're understanding their communication mistake and they're going in. They're fixing all of that. They're understanding what the problems are and they're making the best of that.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. I mean, Reckoning Esports, the way they got it all back, got the 6 out of the board. See, we know the potential that these players have from the side of Reckoning Esports. It's just that, still finding it a little bit difficult to get that synergy and coordination. And it's a new roster. They recently had a roster shuffle. They recently had a lot of changes being made as well to their setups and whatnot. So give it some time, guys. They definitely are going to perform, and I believe in them. So for now, though, despite all of the challenges that they're currently facing, they're still putting up the work. They're still putting in the rounds as well for the team. That is something to be appreciated for from the side of Reckoning Esports. And they've already got themselves a bad advantage into the specific round. So that's an added advantage. Going to be seeing the Jet from the side of Team Triple Q going down. And yeah, the brief pause was me trying to process what exactly is happening right now in the specific match. Because Reckoning Esports, I see them swiftly making the rotation over towards the A side. But little do they know that the players from the side of Team Triple Q have done the same. And there is a shotgun out of the site that is going to try and lock it all down. Zenith, on the other hand, is going to go ahead and activate the alarm bot, give the information to Triss Boss, and on top of that, Triss Boss is going to be like, don't worry, Killjoy, I've got this covered. Don't worry, Zenith. Your alarm bot, I'm going to make full use of it as well. Lost Boss trying to come in with that late flank, and he's going to backstab the backstabber. And there you have it, 9-7, as Reckoning Esports are just 2 rounds away from tying things up with the scoreboard. Quaint, and I guess it looks like the Team Triple Q are gonna struggle a little bit when it comes to, eking out a bye the next round. If they go ahead and lose out this specific round, then I guess it definitely is gonna be that even Stevens that we're gonna be seeing on the board as well, that Reckoning is gonna bring up.
Exactly, but I'm loving how Team Triple Q was also putting rounds onto the board. But yeah, again, Reckoning is just gonna be like, you know what? We're gonna bring it all the way back. We're gonna tie it up, and I feel like they are gonna be getting this round as well because they're understanding how Triple Q is working, and they're working around that. As they go in for a little bit of a mid control. However, there is a flank, like we saw on the side of Triple Q. There is still a flank of Killjoy all the way on A side, waiting for that backstab to come in, and he's gonna be taking that down. That res is gonna come in from Triss Boss, and they're all up to 5v5 again. This is really interesting because I thought it was going to be a 4v5. This might have been Team Triple Q's round, but no. Reckoning is not going to let them have that satisfaction. They're going to go in for that quick flank with that Viper's wall coming up over there on B side just to confuse them a little bit, so nobody knows that they're going to go in for an A take. But a good setup from Bones over there as is going to be in place, which is probably going to be working to their advantage and not going to be giving out any information. And at the same time, if that gravity bell does come in at the wrong time, it is going to spell a really bad trouble for Team Reckoning right now. Inferno is going to be trying to slow them down with that slow orb over there, but that is not going to, it doesn't really matter because they are still going to be holding that A lobby, but they're holding it for too long. Because if the flank does come in, they're going to start losing players. Finally, as I say it, they are going to come on his side, and that concuss is going to come in, but it doesn't really matter because the frags do still come in. 4v1 situation, and Inferno is just popping off, just killing Triss Boss and Panzer right one after the other. Beautiful round coming in for Triple Q as they expected that rotate. Good coordination and good plan from the side of Reckoning over there, but the execution was just not there because they should have pushed in a little faster. They got scared by Bones' stars. Although they hadn't given out a lot of information, they should have probably just not respected the stars. They should have just pushed through the stars and taken Bones out wherever he was. But then they were too scared of the stars and they just held back for too long. And that is all the information that Triple Q needed to know that they're on A side. And they're like, you know what? If you're on A side, we're going to come over there. We're going to shut you down from there. And that is exactly what happened. And that is what landed them the 10th round onto the board. 7-10 already. Not looking that good for Reckoning over there. Looking bleak situation for them right now. But then again, it's Reckoning we're talking about. They might be able to take this round as well.
Zenith is holding a really good off angle, by the way, and I guess that is going to help him out as well in order to just weaken down this offense coming in from the side of Reckoning Esports. Definitely won't be able to stop it though, but what he can do best is weaken it down. Bring down a few players so that it becomes easier for the rest of the squad to go ahead and dish out more damage. But BRZ boss, this guy is the raid boss right now as he's just going ahead, raiding the entire side by himself and hunting down the players from side of Team Triple Q. Get themselves the 8th round of the board, and that quick execute over to the B side works out from the side of Team Reckoning Esports. Maybe they should try doing that, by the way. They should keep doing it. In my opinion, they should just keep doing it for like a few more rounds. Unless and until it, breaks down.
Why fix
Unless
what ain't
until-
broke, right?
Exactly. So unless and until it breaks down from their side, they should just keep doing that, in my opinion. Because I guess the only side that is going to be a little bit too weak for the side of Team Triple Q might just be mid. And if it can just be paired with a split approach, that would be like a cherry on top of the cake for sure.
And we are going to be seeing equal positioning, like a really spread out positioning from the defenders there, as nobody's going to be holding down mid. Like you said, they're a little bit weaker on the mid side. But then again, they're holding positionings on the tower side, which is going to give them the advantage, to be honest, if Reckoning's team is going to go in for that B take. But if they don't, they have to go in through vents. And they have to go in all the way to A heaven, which is not something that they can do, as the wall has come in from their own side, blocking up their own entry, because that would have made for a good play. Drain Boss is going to pull out a showstopper, is going to try to get one kill, and does manage to get it on Inferno. 4v5 situation already. They're going to aggress on a B side from heaven over there, just clearing out a little bit of a corner situation over there. They're just going to understand where they are. Zenith is holding a really good corner on B main over there, and is going to try to get down one player. He does manage, just missed the first few shots, but that doesn't really matter because he does manage to connect the shots after that. A nice popping off his blade storm. Does get 2 kills as he takes down Panzer and Twist Boss right off the map. 2v4 situation, but a beautiful ultimate coming in from Titan over there. Does take down Lost Boss, and the Nice is gonna be there to take off the final player off the board, which is BRZ Boss with his blade storm. I think he went for a triple, right? Didn't Nice get like 3 kills with that blade storm?
I guess he did.
I love
Not gonna lie.
explosions.
He kind of was
Quick
way
coming
too
from Nice.
quick, by the way. So yeah, it's kind of hard to keep on with the action. And yeah, that is just me exaggerating the fact that he's playing Jet. But at the same time, moving on. I hope you guys are very smart to understand that. Sorry for mansplaining it. Yeah, 11-8. I guess the entirety of Team Reckoning Esports are gonna be set back a little bit.
Don't overthink it. That's
They're
my
gonna
job.
struggle in terms of the money
Yeah.
and the buy as well. I mean, Jerain has to sacrifice on the full shields, and that sort of is gonna, cripple him down as well while trying to take that fight. But I guess it's all good though for now. Titan XD holding on over to his mill position like a fort. And the man is just gonna try and dish out some damage on towards the players, trying to take mid control. Twist Boss. Not really sure if this is the correct decision that is being made as well from the side of Reckoning Esports. Because these spams, these random spams from the side of Team Triple Q, they're just aligning right now. All the stars are aligning for the side of Team Triple Q, and as I did mention, right, the random spray is gonna get Inferno a frag through the smoke. And on the other hand, the man advantage is going to be neutralized by one of the players getting the kill towards the A side. It's going to be the ultimate popped up from the side of Reckoning Esports, if I'm not wrong. And yeah, Reckoning Esports popping out the Pit Viper. Good time for the side of Team Triple Q to try and go in for this retake. What the hell is Inferno thinking? Why is he not coming out from the side of Twist Boss? It's Twist Boss! The man is legit holding the ATAR's position so goddamn well, getting himself a triple, looking to get something more done, but it's going to be Lost Boss to end it out with the final kill on towards the Nias. 11-9 is Reckoning Esports. I guess it was the correct decision to be made, by the way. Moving it over towards mid and then eventually towards the Wentz position as well. So I guess Reckoning Esports finally got to know that the Heavens or the ATAR's position is something that is kind of weak from the side of Team Triple Q. Like they focus a little bit too much over towards mid and the A site instead of the ATARs.
Yes, exactly.
So that's something that Reckoning Esports can exploit, in my opinion.
True. And it's not even A side, in my opinion. A side is probably like going to be covered by like maybe 1-2 players max. Most of the attention is going towards B towers. And that is exactly what is going to be Triple Q's downfall if Reckoning Esports is going to understand that and work around that. If they do understand that, the easiest way, in my opinion, would be to either go for a hard A push, just be fearless, holding, and just checking corners along with their teammates, working off the information they're going to be getting from each other, and just flowing into A site and taking full control of that. Maybe they'll lose 1 or 2 players in the process, but then again, they can get full control over A site and plant the bomb down and just hold for good plant positions, and that is probably what is going to give them the sights. And I'm not really sure whether they're understanding that and whether they're going to be doing that, but I think that's exactly what they're going to be doing, because all the attackers are going to be pushing in towards the A side. It's looking like they're going to be setting it up for A. But then again, a good play also would be if they go through sewers, they go through mid, try to give out a little bit of information there, and instead of just pull a little bit of a bamboozle wall off mid and go all the way for an 8-8. And like you said, it is going to be a hard A stack, except for one player over here on A side. Titan is going to be like, you know what, A side is a little too weak. I'm going to come in here to back him up, back up my teammate. And Duran is going to go in aggressive with the satchels to get a little information and kill. And then it is going to give information out with that charge over there, but he doesn't manage to land a kill because PRG and Panzer over here are going to be getting multiple kills, as multiple kills are going to be going out. Not really sure what is happening because Panzer is going to be popping off and getting multiple heads at the same time. 1v5 situation, there's nothing that Bones can do. I know he's a really good aimer, but he still has the judge in his hand. And he is not going to be able to do much with that gun because it is just a really close range gun. That is exactly how he's going to be playing it. He's going to be playing that heaven positioning on A, just trying to get maybe one exit frag and try to pull it all off and maybe get away with it. But no, Duran Boss is going to be the shut down Bones. And that is going to be the 10th round onto the board for Reckoning Esports. Really good round coming in from them, and they finally understood that A is not being taken that well. It's not going to be held down that well. And they're not even holding site. They're holding mostly defender spawn and towards the back of site, which is again going to be a slight disadvantage to them because they're not mixing it up. They're not splitting it up any further than that. If Reckoning understands that and they know their default positioning, it is going to be really easy for them to take A side and hold it down. And that is what they're supposed to be doing. But no, they're going to be going in for a B stack assassin. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, that B stack might just work out. You never know. Reckoning Esports, they have been switching things up here and there. And after that beautiful A take, going in over towards B isn't a bad idea because, you know, PRG Boss has got his ultimate ready to launch out to replays it, I guess. And Nias has got his operator ready as well, but it's going to be detained and he's going to be taken down as well. And that is going to be the counter ult coming in from the side of Team Triple Q. And that counter ult, it is going to drive a lot of players from the side of Reckoning Esports out of the site. And the 6th player from the side of Team Triple Q, that is the turret of Zenith, is going to get himself a frag as well.
That is really odd because that we don't normally see that happening. But then again, 3v4 situation could be anybody's game. The attackers haven't really focused on any site yet. They know that they can take B because that rotate has come in, so they're going to be playing it a little bit safer. They're somehow going in for a mid push instead of going in for an A push, which is something that Triple Q would be expecting. So they're just playing into their fears, and they're just going to be going and taking B heaven or vents at this point. And you know, just playing right into them and playing it for raw aim game probably. They're not pushing in any site, and a lot of time has gone out. 24 seconds on the clock right now, and the spy carrier has gone down as Zenith has managed to land his connected shot on the Panzer. Not looking good for BRG Boss over here. He's going to be the only one in heaven trying to take down one kill, but no, Zenith is going to be there to deny that as he takes down the last kill, and that is the 12th round on the board for Team Triple Q. And it's looking really good for Team Triple Q because their positionings are tight. They're holding really close quarter angles, working with their team, and working off of information they're getting from each other. Reckoning, on the other hand, are still doing that, but the problem is they're not understanding what strategies Team Triple Q are putting up, and you have to understand what your opponents are going to be doing to, you know, work around that and work like against that. So you know how they say keep your enemies friends close and your enemies closer. That is what they're supposed to be doing, and they're not doing that.
Well, Naz has got his operator, you know, aimed over towards the B main position. So the entirety of Team Triple Q can just leave the B mains all into the hands of Anais. The rest of the gang have to focus a little bit more towards mid as well as the A side. Reckoning Esports have already taken control over towards the vent room, and this is not at all good. Inferno might just get taken down. The pre-fire is going to come in from Trisboss, and that is going to be Trisboss taking down his nemesis, Inferno. A minute and 5 seconds, and we already see first blood going into the favor of Team Reckoning Esports, and maybe this is a good sign. I mean, blood definitely might be a good sign for Reckoning Esports as they go ahead and get that resurrection in as well. Lost Boss, who did get taken down, is going to be resurrected. But unfortunately, there's no resurrection available from the side of Team Triple Q. So what they can what they can do is maybe try and catch these players off guard while they're trying to move it over towards the side. There's going to be Zenit trying to activate himself, but unfortunately, it is going to be Panzer to go ahead and take him down as well. All comes down to the final player with the operator from the side of Team Triple Q, and Nayaz has to go in for the save, by the way. There's no other option left. He can either get himself a kill or two, but he has to go in for the save. He has to carry forward the specific operator into the final round of the specific match. Now, Quaint, there's a little bit of a history over here as well for Reckoning Esports. Every single time they do make the comeback, they manage to, you know, drag the game to an overtime. And I'm expecting the same coming out from Reckoning Esports for this specific match as well. But they have a curse. When in overtime, Reckoning Esports kind of struggle to close things out and win out the match as well. I really don't want that to happen. I really want Reckoning Esports and their hard work to pay off in the specific match. So I want them to make absolutely zero mistakes. Like, no mistakes whatsoever. If they can just have a flawless run, both of that attack as well as the defense, they'll have a breeze pass through this overtime because they've already destroyed the momentum coming out from the side of Team Triple Q. The Team Triple Q, all they need is to reset themselves. They need to take a little bit of a break. They need to take a long breath, and you know, they need to just get their stuff back together.
That is really interesting information, Assassin. And if that is going to come into play, if Reckoning is going to pull it in overtime, it is going to be really fun to watch. And I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do it, but I do hope that comes through because it's going to be really exciting to watch the entire match at that point. And let's just see if they're going to be able to pull themselves together and make it go into overtime. As we come back into the match, they are going to aggress onto A side with one Viper on B side, probably playing a little bit of a middle positioning, try to, you know, give out a little bit of information there. They're going to be trying to take A side and going into heaven there, but they're going to be slowed down with that slow orb. Team Triple Q do not have enough information on their hands to commit to a site, so they're still going to be a little bit spread out, while the attackers are just going to try to, you know, take a little control at a time, a little bit of control at a time. Dren boss over there trying to clear corners out, and Inferno is going to be holding that cheeky angle, which is a pretty common angle and something that Jiren can pre-fire and take him right down, which is why he's going to be falling back into vents, not giving them the satisfaction of the kill. No moves have been made so far, and it is looking like they are going to go for the commit, and Zenit is going to be taking two players down off the board. At the same time, Chris Boss is going to be doing exactly that to Triple Q. Down to a 3v3 situation already, the bomb plant has gone down. They've got the site, and the Cosmic Divide has come in from the side of the attackers there. If that is going to be working to their advantage, this is going to be the 12th round of the board, and it's going to be like exactly like you called it, Assassin. This is going to go into an overtime. But it's Triple Q we're talking about. They might be able to take a few kills down, but no, Panzer is expecting exactly that. Flicks onto Titan's head and takes him down. And that Rez has come in at the right time as Titan does come back into play onto the board as his teammate is going to be resurrecting him. But Chris Boss is going to be shutting him down by taking Bones and Titan out at the right time. And BRC Boss is going to be like peeking at the right time, and it's going to be like, you know what? Nope, I'm going to be helping my teammate out, taking off the last kill, and this is going to be our round. And just like you said, we are going to go into overtime. Really interesting stuff, Assassin. Let's see if Reckoning is going to be able to take this entire game onto their side. You have told us about the curse of Reckoning Esports not being able to, struggling a lot in overtime. And I hope for their sake, they're going to be able to make it. And at the same time, I'm not going to be, giving up on Triple Q as well, because they're playing super well at this time. Really neck and neck gameplay, and I'm loving how much they're going at each other's necks and how equally they're playing.
Well, you know what? Trist Boss, man. Let's take a moment to appreciate what he has done for the side of Reckoning Esports. The way he has, activated himself, being the battle stage for the team as well, just wrecking heads left, right, and center. Trist Boss is definitely going to be the player that's going to stand out after this specific match. At the end of this match, we might just go ahead and name him the MVP as well. You never know. Like, Trist Boss, what an explosive play, man. Like, god damn. Reckoning Esports. As I did predict it out, they are going to drag this game to an overtime, and I guess let's see if they have improved themselves from their previous games or not, or is the curse still on or not as well. BRZ Boss is going to be sucked into the gravity well, and I guess on top of that gravity well, going to be seeing Titan just bouncing it on towards him with the double assassin as well. Bones is going to try and push through the smoke, but it is Lost Boss to go ahead and give him a triple, and ladies and gentlemen, it's all over for the side of Team Triple Q. It's all down to a 1 versus 2 situation, and Lostboss has got his ultimate ready. You know what? He can pop his ult right freaking now and maybe protect the spike as well, but unfortunately it's going to be a little bit too late as Anais does go ahead and get the frag onto his Lostboss first. A 1 versus 1 situation. Panzer has got himself 150 HP but has got
30
no
seconds
stars left. So it's going to be down to the aim game now for Panzer as Anais is trying to go ahead towards the other side. He's going to cross over, does dish out a lot of damage on towards Panzer, and Panzer's going to try and push him through the smoke, but that is going to be a bit of a mistake. And he does manage to stick it up towards the defender side at spawn, but Anais just going to pull out the kunais, man, is going to take
Switching
down
sides.
Panzer. And with that,
Match
I guess it looks like that is going to be Team Triple Q to take that attack away. And it's going to be time for them on the defense now. Reckoning Esports, they did drag this game to an overtime on their attack side, so I'm hoping for them to do good and, drag this to a double overtime. And at the same time, man, Panzer, I feel so bad for him. Like, it was such a beautiful play coming in from Anais and a legit outplay coming in from Anais as well. Like, I'm not really sure why Team Reckoning Esports gave Anais that individual one-on-one. That was a mistake, but it's completely fine. Can't really help it.
Not just that, even though it had come down to 1v1, Panzer just he gave out too much information. He was like peeking it too aggressive. He didn't understand. He didn't realize that a lot of his body was being shown, and when that first information went into Anais' hand, he was like, I am going to capitalize on this. And he started spraying it down and brought him down to really low health. That is honestly what gave them the round. 13-12, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if Triple Q is going to be able to make this round work for them. But no, that flank is going to come in from Titan, but then that flank is going to come in from Titan, exactly. Sorry, Titan. But that is going to be shut down. He's going to be able to take 1 kill, but he's honestly going to be shut down at the same time by the attackers over there. The attackers have gone in for a proper beat take, a little bit of a gravity well action coming in from the defender side. Astra over there does manage to slow them down, but the plan is going to go down. 3v4 situation, looking good for Reckoning Esports finally. And like you said, they probably are going to be taking this round into their hands because they have gotten the sights down. And Lost Boss did take a top fragger down, but Inferno is going to be capitalizing on that and takes Lost Boss right out. 2v3 situation on the board. Team Triple Q could clutch this out, and that is exactly what they're doing because Bones takes down BRZ Boss. 2v2 situation. Information has gone out, but Inferno will take Panzer down with this raw aim game. And now they also know the last person on the board, and that is gonna kill, and this is gonna be a GG, ladies and gentlemen. That was a beautiful play coming in from Team Triple Q, but a beautiful fight even from Reckoning over there. I love the entire gameplay. And I was so hoping for this to go in overtime to Assassin, because that entire entire backstory that he gave out to me, I was hoping that Reckoning was gonna break that curse. They were gonna not struggle in this, and they were gonna bring it all back. I was hoping for your sake and for Reckoning's sake, but no, Team Triple Q was like, you know what? We're gonna show them exactly what we're made of, and they showed them in the overtime exactly what they're made of. Beautiful match coming in from both sides. Beautiful gameplay. Reckoning was struggling a little towards the beginning, but then they managed to bring it all back together, took it in overtime, just struggled a little bit like you said. But again, all in all, amazing match to watch.
That's completely true, man. Like, look at the scoreboard as well. You can see the contrast coming in from both of these teams, right? Like, you'll see the entirety of Team Triple Q. They're just so equally divided as well in terms of the fragging department, whereas from the side of Reckoning Esports, it was just a Trist Boss and Lost Boss show right there. 26 frags and 22 frags for them as the rest of the gang. Still get 17, 15, and 14. Man, an ACS of 288. Trist Boss, he was just insane in that specific game. And I guess if the rest of the gang would have been, a little bit more supportive, maybe Reckoning Esports, they almost had it. But I guess the curse is still on for them. Like Reckoning Esports, they still need to figure out what exactly they can do in these crucial overtimes that they have to, bring it all back as well. Because the thing is that Reckoning Esports, right, as I said, they always manage to push it to an overtime, but they fail to close it out. That is some sort of a curse that is on towards Reckoning's new roster. Yeah. And that curse has to... that curse has to go away as well. And I guess with time and more, effort being put into strategizing their moves in overtime, we are going to be seeing that curse getting uplifted as well. And I'm definitely sure that the coach coming out from the side of Reckoning Esports, that is Godspeed, he is going to be providing a lot of intel to the team after watching this specific match today, and he definitely is gonna uplift that curse as well for the sake of Reckoning Esports and their efforts being put into dragging the games into overtime. By the way, the highlights is ready, so let's quickly jump into the highlights because we have got another match that is on standby. I know, you guys are all very excited for Godlike Esports versus Outlaw. A lot of people in the chat are going crazy as well as to why exactly that game went into overtime, but we can't really do anything about it, guys, can we? But yeah, let's quickly take a look at some of the moments, relive through them, and jump over towards the next match as well. But yeah, guys, Reckoning Esports, right? They kind of had a good start. I'm not gonna lie. They won out the pistol. They won out the round following that as well. And Team Triple Q, they had a little bit of a problem at the start, but later on, down the line, they did manage to bring it back. Now, Reckoning Esports, I'm not gonna lie, the way they played out their defense, it could have been a lot better in my opinion, because judging from the agent composition that they had, it usually was something to favor Reckoning Esports entirely. Like I was expecting something like an 8-4 from the side of Reckoning Esports as well. On the side of Team Triple Q, by the way, they played it out beautifully on their attack, both on their attack as well as their defense. Even though they did struggle on their defense, it has got a lot to do with Reckoning Esports, stepping up their game, and Trispos just being the behemoth he is, the beast that he unleashed as well on the attack. It was all beautifully done by the side of Reckoning Esports, Quinn. What about you? What do you think?
Exactly, you're not wrong. But the thing is, like, they gave him. Reckoning Esports gave Team Triple Q one hell of a fight. The only problem was they were a little too hesitant on the defender side, which if they understood that and if they started pushing a little further, there was nothing wrong with their communication. There was nothing wrong with the utility usage on both sides, for that matter. If I'm going to be speaking about that, I'm going to be speaking about both sides, because there was beautiful utility usage, the ability usage coming in from both sides. There was nothing wrong with that. Communication on point, ability usage on point, their synergy on point. Just the only thing was Reckoning was a little bit off on their timing. They were a little too late for that push, a little too late to the party, to the show, for if you will. And they should have understood that they were not working hard, fast enough. That was the only problem. And otherwise, really good fight given in by Reckoning to Team Triple Q over there. Triple Q was not expecting that. I mean, honestly, I feel like they should have expected that as Reckoning, and that's honestly why they put on that hell of a show. Team Triple Q was like, we are not going to be taking any chances. We're going to be being super careful with our takes, our retakes, and our defenses. And that's exactly what they did, and that's exactly why they deserve the match. But then again, not discounting Reckoning, because they gave us one hell of a show, right, Assassin? I'm just gonna be waiting for them to recon just a little bit, go back to the drawing board, like you always say. I understand why they're going wrong, why they're being a little slow. Talk about their communication a little bit, and Reckoning, again, one of the top tier teams, is going to come out and is going to show us exactly what they're capable of the next time. Unfortunately, not this time, but they did still, show us that overtime coming into action. And like you said, the curse was not broken. They struggled a little bit on the overtime. That is what gave Triple Q the advantage to, get the rounds onto their side. And that beautiful 4K coming in for a 9 in the overtime over there. I mean, sorry, in the 22nd round on the board there. That was just beautiful coming in from Nice, because he was that showstopper. He was exactly what we expected him to be. He was just popping heads left, right, and center, and it was honestly amazing to watch the entire game.
Yeah, both the teams had their own respective moments, but in my opinion, Reckoning Esports, they especially Trispos from the side of Reckoning Esports as well, he had a lot of moments of his own, especially on the attack side, where Reckoning Esports, on top of his fragging abilities, were able to drag this game to an overtime as well. Despite all of the utilities being used as well in that final round from the side of Team Triple Q, they were not able to get that retake done. It was Reckoning Esports to drag this game to an overtime. In overtime, by the way, Anayas got himself that quad in order to clutch out that 1 versus 2 and get the 13th round of the board for Team Triple Q. And man, this guy stepped up when his team needed him the most, and that is exactly what you expect out of your duelist as well. And you will see the final round getting broken down for the side of Reckoning Esports as well in that specific highlight clip. But with that, we are pretty much done with the highlights, guys. And we are pretty much done with match number 1 for the day as well. That was Reckoning Esports and Team Triple Q. We are not going to be heading on towards a break, by the way, because we do have the match on standby. Both the teams are ready. Godlike Esports and Outlaw. I guess Outlaw is just prepping up a little bit more. They still have a player or two to connect into the lobby, but that kind of gives us the time as well into analyzing what exactly can we expect out of this specific match. Godlike Esports versus Team Outlaw. Now, Godlike Esports, they need no introduction, but at the same time, Outlaw is an underdog team, and I'm looking forward to seeing this underdog team, perform really well against a top tier team like Godlike Esports. And this specific platform is being created for the exact same reason as well, right, Quinn? So the Lenovo Intel Valorant Open is not only providing the platform to all of these underdog teams to showcase their talent, it also gives them a chance to, face off against the best of the best out there in the country. So right now, Team Outlaw, despite them going ahead and facing off against Godlike Esports, I don't care if they win or lose, but they get the chance to play against the best of the best and gain a lot of experience as well as knowledge and see where exactly they stand so that they can improve themselves and, come out on top in their future games as well. And that is something that is very, very important to note as well. So no matter what the result of the specific match is going to be, I still think that Outlaw, they are going to put up a good fight, and they are going to walk away with a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience as well. What do you think?
True. You're not wrong on that part. And I honestly have seen Team Outlaw going at it against other pro teams before too. And they're they're a really strong team, an underdog team nonetheless, but then they're really strong in their own term. If we are going to be seeing Harsh coming onto the board right now, who plays Viper really, really well. Beautiful lineups, beautiful aim, everything. Their coordination is super tight. I love the way that Team Outlaw played. But then again, they are facing off against Godlike, and we know what Godlike can do. So I don't really know what is going to happen right now. We've seen underdog teams putting that uppercut punch onto the higher tier teams before. But let's see if Outlaw is going to be doing exactly that Godlike right now. But Godlike, again, I don't think if you're gonna be, I'm gonna be giving my prediction this time. I think it is gonna be Godlike that is gonna be taking the win this time. But then again, Outlaw could give them. I feel like it is maybe gonna be, they're gonna be getting a few rounds, maybe like 4 to 5 rounds. Predictions may come wrong. We have seen the Caster's curse coming into play multiple times before. So let's see if that Caster's curse is gonna like prove me wrong, and Outlaw is gonna bring out more rounds onto the table after that. Maybe they might go for a 13-6. They might even take the win, which is, I feel like Godlike is going to be winning it, but let's just see what's going to be happening. Really excited for this match right now, because I've seen Outlaw playing, I've seen Godlike playing, both really good teams, and honestly, it's going to be a really wholesome, really fun match.
That it definitely is going to be with the newest addition to the roster as well. That is Antidote. I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of operator plays being made as well from the side of Team Godlike Esports. We did see them previously in one of the other tournaments, them pulling out 5 operators, something like a Fnatic as well. But to be honest, I'm really excited for this. Really want to see what exactly is going to be the strategy coming out from the side of Outlaw as well, in order to outplay the entirety of Godlike Esports. What exactly is the map, by the way? The map is Bind, right? So yeah, the map of Bind, we are going to be having Godlike Esports starting off on the defense, and Team Outlaw to be starting off on the attack as well. So this pretty much sets up a good narrative as well, right? Like Godlike Esports starting off on the favored side in this specific map. Bind is a defender-sided map, by the way, and Godlike Esports starting off with the defense might just prove to be a little bit too much on towards Outlaw, and Outlaw might get bashed as well. But I'm really rooting for Outlaw as well. Like, their attack. I'm looking forward to seeing what exactly is going to be the agent composition coming out from the side of Outlaw. How exactly they're going to, set things up in order to face off against Godlike Esports. Godlike Esports should pretty much play their defaults on the map of Bind as well. I'm not expecting any surprises. We should pretty much see, Anti on the Jet, or maybe if Deathmaker is playing the Jet, then maybe Anti can just go on towards another duelist or something like that. Going to be seeing Hevan playing the support as well. Mostly the initiator. He can go for something like Sky, and I guess Hevan. Oh, hold on a second. On the map of Bind, Hevan actually plays Brimstone. So yeah, we're going to be seeing Hevan on the smoking duties. He's going to be playing Brimstone, and we might have Whitehorse or even Rexy actually on the Sky. Rexy is actually going to be the one to be playing Sky, and it is going to be Whitehorse to be playing the Killjoy as well. Killjoy or Cypher. So he's going to be on the sentinel duties. We are going to be seeing Rexy, who's going to be playing the initiator. Hevan is actually not playing. It is going to be Flex instead of Hevan. So I guess if Flex is stepping in, so Anti has to go in for another role. I don't think so. Anti is going to be playing the duelist, or maybe Anti and Flex, they're just going to have that switch up as well. It is going to be truly interesting. We are going to discuss a lot more about the agent composition right after a short break. There's a little bit of a technical issue, by the way, for the side of Team Outlaw. So you guys have to wait a little bit more till the match is going to be ready. Don't worry. You guys don't have to go anywhere. You guys can be on your seats. Grab yourself some popcorn, some drinks, because this match is definitely going to be interesting, and I can't wait to narrate this entire match for you guys as well. So me and Quinn, we're going to take a short break, and we're going to be right back. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Be right back.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
One dead.
Last player standing.
Good.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining. Out of charge. Spike. One enemy remaining. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Auf Wiedersehen. Got one.
Out of the chat, pulling them in. I punish you.
One enemy.
Pulling them in.
Knocking 30 seconds left. One enemy remaining. Spike down B. Last player standing.
Oh, come on.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back after a short, quick break. And I guess the players and the teams are ready as well to dive into the match as well. Just waiting for the final confirmation, and then we're going to quickly get started with the agent selection screen as well. So we were discussing about the agent selection and what could be the possibility of the specific match as well. Quint, I actually failed to ask your predictions and your insight as well. So what do you think? Who exactly is going to emerge victorious? I guess you kind of have a soft corner for Team Outlaw. So maybe we might see you cheer for Outlaw, or is it just going to be Godlike Esports?
I'm honestly expecting Outlaw to put up a good fight in terms of the entire gameplay, but then I'm not really sure because I was hoping to see Harsh coming into the roster again, but I'm not really seeing him on the roster, which is kind of sad because I've seen Harsh playing that Viper game before, and it is beautiful to watch him play the Viper with this beautiful lineup that he's got practice. And Bind, I was going to talk about this. Bind is one of Outlaw's strong maps. So we might just see a really good gameplay coming in from Outlaws in terms of Bind, even though that they're going to be starting off on the attacker side, which is not really a good side to be starting off on Bind because you know how defender sided normally, at least in my opinion, Bind is really defender sided because you got really small openings. You can't really push onto A that easily. You can't really push onto B that easily. If the defense is tight, it's very hard on the attacker side. And the defense A is going to be tight, as Godlike we're talking about. But then again, Outlaw, with those beautiful strategic gameplays, they just might be able to take the entry, just might be able to, take control of this side. And honestly, give us a good, one hell of a show, honestly.
That's true. And I'm really rooting for both of these teams here. In my opinion, I guess Godlike Esports, they kind of have that advantage as well to start off with the match. At the same time, Outlaw, they've got a lot of fans in the chat as well who are spamming Outlaw OP in the chat. So I guess, Outlaw definitely are going to get that crowd support. The same can be said for Godlike Esports, but at the same time, Godlike Esports being Godlike Esports, they kind of are just going to run away with it. You never know. We both don't know, and I guess the audience is kind of going to be scratching their heads as well as to who exactly is going to be emerging victorious out of the specific match. We are going to witness all of that. The agent selection is going on right now, by the way. Both of these teams are picking up their favorite agents. We've got the last 10 seconds going on right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Pretty much over. The match is ready. And once all of these teams are going to be loaded in, we are going to jump straight into the match as well. By the way, just a little bit of a spoiler. Very interesting agent selection, not gonna lie. Both of these teams, it looks like that Outlaw has already done some of the homework as well to face off against Godlike Esports today in the Lenovo Intel Valorant Open in association with Croma. Before we jump into the game, a huge shout out to our sponsors, Lenovo, Intel, and Croma, for making this specific tournament possible. Please do check out all the best deals that are going on. The Legion gaming notebooks powered by the Intel Core i7 processors, using the link down in the description below, or by visiting any of your nearby Croma stores as well. Avail the offer, get yourselves a Legion gaming notebook, and stay at the top of your game. Let's quickly jump straight into the game now, guys, as the match is ready. We have got Godlike Esports. They've got themselves Reyna, Killjoy, Sky, Brimstone, and Raze. As I did say, right? You're going to be seeing Flex and Anti, switching up their strats a little bit, switching up their agents a little bit. And I guess it is going to be Anti and Deathmaker to be on the duelist role. White is going to be playing the Sentinel. Rexy to be on the Initiator. And Flex is going to be playing the Brimstone as well.
It's going to be
From the
really
side
fun
of
watching.
Outlaw, though. Yeah, from the side of Outlaw, right? Let's take a quick look at the side of Outlaw as well, and then we're going to be jumping straight into the caster scam as well, because there is a little bit of a technical issue, guys. So can't really help it. We're just gonna talk a little bit more about the agents, and then we're gonna jump into the game as soon as it is ready as well. So let's take a quick look at the agents coming out from the side of Team Outlaw as well. So it is bot side X to be playing on the Jet. We're going to be seeing John Wick on the Omen. Well, I like it. John Wick on the Omen. Ronan is going to be playing the Sky. We're going to be seeing Skizzy onto Raze, and Sick Flick is going to be playing the Killjoy as well. Wow, Ronan and John Wick, two of the Keanu Reeves characters in a single team. It truly is going to be interesting, man.
True. And honestly, I'm not really sure about bot side X going in for that Jet pick, because knowing a little more about Outlaw, I would have honestly preferred seeing Skizzy on that Jet play. But then again, he has been known to take off a mean Ray's gameplay because he's really good with those satchels, and he's equally as good with his aim. So it's gonna be really fun watching Skizzy play along with the rest of his teams over there. Cyclic over there is gonna go for the more strategic play as he's a little more experienced in the entire scene because he has been playing in the esports industry for quite some time. He has had a lot of.
Just a second.
Hmm?
The match is ready. Let's quickly dive into it and carry on this conversation inside of the game as well.
Honestly, yeah. Anyway, Cyclic is going to be going for the strategic gameplay because of all the experience he's had. You know, just like with Counter-Strike and everything, he's a really experienced player with a lot of experience in the entire esports industry. And off the bat, we are going to be seeing just really slow gameplay coming in for the attacker side there. Bot side is holding that short corner, just trying to understand where they're going to be holding those positions as Deathmaker is going to be going in very aggressively down short. He is very impatient today. Deathmaker is going to be like, why are they not pushing so far? I want to see those headshots, and exactly what he's going to be pulling out as he one-tap Cyclic out of existence. Rexy tries to get Skizzy down, but Skizzy, like I said, is going to show us really good down gameplay. Takes out Rexy and bringing it down to a 4v3 situation. Skizzy is also down to 22 hit points, so it's not really looking good for him there right now. But then again, we could see a proper gameplay coming out from their side, but just scratch that. Deathmaker is going to be there to shut him right down. 2v3 situation on the board right now. This is all on the favor of Team Outlaw right now because they do have the man advantage, but Whitehorse is going to take that away from them and take Skizzy right out as he was already down to a really low health. All down to Deathmaker, who we know it does make those insane. What? Deathmaker, you have to calm down as he takes a 4K on the first round, managing insane one tap that again is expected from Deathmaker, but surprises me every time I see it, Assassin. Every time I see this guy going at it, just showing us his raw aim potential. It is so beautiful to watch. Look at him go.
It always gets you at the edge of your seats as well, right? When Deathmaker is in that clutch situation and he just taps his enemies out of existence. And oh my god, it's just... God damn it, it just gives me goosebumps to see Deathmaker going completely ham on towards his opponents as well. And it looks like that, you know, with that pistol round going into the favor of Godlike Esports, things are going to be starting off on a good note for them as well. From the side of Team Outlaw, however, we are going to see them struggle in this specific round, but the next round should pretty much be really good for them. We're going to be seeing Anti, who is going to make John Wick run away for his life by throwing in that beautiful boom bot, and Ronan is going to try and come in with a little bit of a lurk. Never mind. Ronan does get that dink on towards Rexy with the burst fire, but won't be able to, finish it all off. At the same time, Godlike Esports putting up the second round of the board. 2-0. I guess it's finally time for Outlaw to pull out the bigger guns. So I'm, rooting for Outlaw in this specific round. What do you say, Quaint? What exactly is going to be the setup or the execute that we are going to be seeing from the side of Team Outlaw? Because judging from their positioning right now, it looks like that Cyclic is just going to be, setting up over towards the A side or the A shot position. He's just going to try and win for the lurk or just hold on to the angle as well. And the rest of the gang, they are going to try and move it over towards B. Make a lot of noise, make a lot of distraction. Maybe move in for a B execute or just fake it out and move back towards A.
Exactly, you're not wrong, and that is probably exactly what they're going to be doing. But then again, we know what Godlike can do, and we're going to see Sky over there holding the flash in his hand, going to be playing with his teammate over there to flash at just the right moment, and it's going to be giving him that little bit of support, that little bit of flash that he needs. And that initial information has gone out towards Antidote, and he's going to throw that frag grenade there to like damage him a little bit, but literally no, that's because he's going to be holding that really good corner and takes Antidote right down. But Rexy is going to be there to capitalize on that, and he takes him right down instead. That Spectre gameplay is looking super good for Team Godlike right now, but then again, Outlaw cannot be counted out so far because they are really good with their aim as well. They do have a full buy, but they're not being able to, completely take advantage of that because we see Deathmaker over here bringing that aim into the game again and takes him right off the map with that beautiful one tap. All Deathmaker needs, honestly, Assassin, is one code. That's all he needs in the entire game. He doesn't need anything more than that. Look at Whitehorse over there spraying Cyclic down through that wall. Cyclic not being able to do anything or understand what's happening to him. Just sees those bullets coming into his body and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna give up. And he just gets taken right down by Whitehorse. Godlike looking as strong as ever. Puts a third run onto the board for themselves. And you know what the major problem is? The major problem right now is Deathmaker on that Reyna. Because once you let Deathmaker get one one kill, he's just gonna be like, you know what? Thanks for the kill. I'm gonna take that heal real quick. If he's damaged, that too. If he's not damaged, he's gonna keep moving on towards the next head. And that's exactly how Deathmaker plays, and it is always beautiful to watch him play. And look at him being super confident. I really feel like he's gonna go in for the ghost gameplay assassin. He's not gonna buy anything. That you know him. You know what he's gonna do. He's not gonna go in, and he's not gonna. No, he's not gonna buy anything. He's gonna go in for that ghost gameplay.
Well, we did see this happening in one of the previous games as well, by Deathmaker, you know. Unless and until he gets taken down, he just goes ahead with the ghost. And for now, though, he is still alive, and we are going to be seeing him go ahead and wreck heads, and I guess just gonna keep going on with that. Bot Cyrex on top of that Sky Flash. He's gonna move it over towards the Shard's position, try and get some control. Deathmaker is low. He is gonna ask for the heal as well, and I guess the heal is gonna come in really soon. There you go. The heal is in, and Deathmaker is gonna come back in full power. A minute left on the clock, and I guess there's a little bit of a decision that Outlaw has to make right now. Whether to move it over towards the A side or just moving over towards B. I guess the B rotations are being made right now from the side of Outlaw. And there's going to be sick flick to open up some sort of an avenue over towards the hooker position or over towards the B side. It is going to be Deathmaker to try and get himself a frag, but ooh, finally. The man is going to die by the hands of Ronin. It was unfortunate actually, you know. He got himself a frag. He did not expect Ronin to be over there.
Then again, what we gotta see is that's the first kill that he has. That is the first kill Deathmaker got. And honestly,
no, that's beautiful. The first death. Sorry,
yeah. my bad. A little bit of a tongue slip over there. I meant death. But then you're seeing how good he's playing. Honestly, he just went in for that ghost gameplay, and he's like, you know what? I'll just keep playing. I'll just keep playing the ghost until I die. I've got a lot of money anyway. I can help my team out with my economy until then. And he's probably gonna go in for a buy right now, which he is. And the people should be feared. He has to be feared because honestly, Deathmaker on that Vandal, I would be scared. Honestly, I would be cowering in a corner, waiting for him to like come push, just take me out, and just pop those heads, and honestly shows that beautiful aim that we have all come to learn that he is capable of. And that is exactly what we're going to be seeing as Team Outlaw is going to go in for a little bit of a B push. Just doing it super slow though, understanding where everybody is, trying to just get information as much as possible, and they're not going to be aggressing on the side so far, but they have given a lot of gunshots down and a lot of information, which means that is going to be enough information for Team Godlike to get on the site and understand that they're going to be taking out B control, which is exactly what is going to happen as the defenders are going to be rotating all the way around from A. In fact, they're going to be going down with that insane flank over there, and that is probably going to be to their advantage. He is probably going to be able to get that kill down, but I'm not really sure what is happening right now. It's all the way down to a 2v5, 2v4 situation, honestly. Looking really good on Outlaw is looking really good there. White Horse does manage to take one down, but Bot Cyrex is right there to take him right back down. Good trade game coming in, and that is going to be the first round onto the board for Team Outlaw as Kizzy managed to land the last kill on Rexy over there as Sky goes out to the hands of Skizzy. Beautiful run coming in from Outlaw over there. Good coordination, good push at the same time. But let's just see. It's Godlike we're talking about. They were on a full buy though, so their economy is also really tight. So it is going to be another full buy coming in from Godlike and Outlaw at the same time. Good economy on both sides. We're going to be seeing another really explosive, fast-paced round coming in right now as everybody is going to be grouped in towards A side.
Yeah, and I guess Anti is also gonna get his economy ready to pull out that operator as well. He's seeing Outlaw once again trying to just move in over towards the Shard's position. It's gonna be Bot Cyrex to move in first on top of the flash coming in. Oh, Anti! Not like this. Come on, man. Anti, Team Outlaw, they aren't that bad that you are just gonna jump around the map and get yourself some kill here and there. You gotta be a little bit too careful, and I guess Deathmaker is also gonna make the exact same mistake. Just like his brother, isn't he? Like Anti and Deathmaker, they've been together from quite some time now, and they're known as the duo as well. That awesome brotherly duo. I guess both of them are gonna make the exact same mistake of just ignoring the fact that Outlaw, they're just holding on. They have completely changed their stance from aggressive on towards a passive button. Oh, Skizzy! What? Oh, what? Hello, Skizzy? What did you do? But it doesn't even matter, right? Flex has got his ultimate ready. Maybe he might be able to get himself a frag. The lockdown is going to be destroyed, and I guess White Horse is going to try and get himself a frag. Oh, he does! Ronin! Did you just sleep while trying to go ahead and, go in for that flash as well? Sick Flick left front on a 1 versus 1, and I guess Flex has got this. Yep, Flex has definitely got this. And it is going to be most probably the 5th round of the board. Nah, not happening. There's not enough time. Never mind. It was a pretty good execute coming out from the side of Team Outlaw. But at the same time, quite a lot of mess-ups.
Ooh, what happened over there is Sky. I do not know what happened to Ronan over there, as he got a good flash in, but he was not expecting that entire, push coming in from side, and he peeked at the wrong time. So he was expecting somebody to be in deep side. It was probably gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna flash this, gonna peek at the right time, take off a few heads, but little did he know that there was already a push coming in from Godlike, and he didn't see that coming, so he did not clear that corner. And although Godlike, who was it? Who was pushing that? I think it was Whitehorse. Although it was like super flash, he still managed to get the kill down. And yeah, again, another round. Actually, sorry, not another round. That is going to be another round onto the board for Outlaw over there, as they're bringing beautiful gameplay onto the board right now. They are going to go in for a B take. That as it seems, because they are lumped in towards that side, but that ultimate is gonna come in. That party showstopper is gonna come out from Godlike Antidote over there. But then again, he does manage to get 1 kill with his gun, but it gets instantly traded out by Team Outlaw there. Really subtle gameplay, really slow gameplay coming in so far. They're not really aggressing onto any site. 4v4 situation. They are going to go for an A take. Sidex over here knows that somebody's going to be holding lamps. Managed to flick and take Flex off the map. 3v4 situation looking good for Team Outlaw there. They're bringing out rounder and around. Whitehorse does manage to take Skizzy out, who is going to be the top fragger, who is going to be the fragger of the entire game. Ronan, however, managed to trade him out. 2v3 situation looking really good for Team Outlaw there, but it's Deathmaker that is left along with Rexy on the board here. We know what Deathmaker can do, and that is exactly probably exactly what Deathmaker is going to be doing. He's not going to be underestimating his opponents anymore, and he is going to be playing raw aim game, and that is exactly what we're going to be seeing, as Rexy is going to be distracting Sick Flick over there a little bit to help Deathmaker out, but no, Deathmaker fails to do that and managed to get taken down by Sick Flick. Looking really good. Outlaw probably going to be the 3rd round of the board for Outlaw, and they're holding their own against Godlike, and Sick Flick does manage to get the final kill on Rexy. With that is going to be the 3rd round onto the board for Team Outlaw, who is looking super strong there, Assassin. Something that I was expecting. I was expecting them to bring 4 rounds onto the board, honestly, but I was thinking that it was going to be like a 13-4, 13-6 maybe, but then Outlaw is just going to come out and impress me round after round, because they're pulling off rounds really smoothly. Good coordination. And good synergy so far, Assassin.
That is for sure. I mean, the thing is that the entirety of Godlike Esports, despite them being a lot better against Outlaw as well, they really don't go ahead and they really don't go ahead and disrespect the other players or something like that as well. They equally put the ground as a fair one, and they respect each and every player as well. And I guess Team Outlaw, they've played really good in order to earn that respect as well. Like Outlaw, they have good coordination. The utility usage is coming out to be really good, and on top of the utilities, the amount of frags that are coming in from the side of the duelist as well is quite impressive. I'm going to be seeing Skizzy go ahead and get the frag on towards Anti as well. And I guess Rexy is going to drop in a flash, and he's going to push in through that flash as well. He does take down Rod and his nemesis. And I guess right now, Godlike Esports, they're just taking each other's copies on the server right now. Just going ahead, we saw Skizzy go ahead and take out Anti, and right now it is going to be Rexy to go ahead and take down Ronan. Down to a 2 versus 3 situation is Godlike Esports. They have got Whitehorse coming in from the hooker position, does manage to get himself the frag on towards Skizzy, as Bot Sadex gets the trade. A 1 versus 2 situation for Flex, and we do know for a fact that Flex, he has time and time again managed to clutch out a lot of 1v2s, 1v3s for the side of Godlike Esports, and it has proved to be lethal as well, but it looks like that for now, he's not going to be able to do much. Exactly. It looks like that Bot Sadex is going to be him to, go ahead and get that frag, put up the 4th round of the board, and tie things up the scoreboard as we move on towards round number 9. And round number 9, it might just favor Godlike Esports, because they do have got the operator out into the hands of Anti, and once the man is on that operator, it's just absolutely impossible to stop him.
True, and Godlike Esports is underestimating their opponents just a teeny tiny bit, as Deathmaker, being his usual self, knowing his aim is Godlike, as is, and he's just gonna go in for those aggressive push play styles, and he was trying to get those frags right now, but right now he understands that he cannot underestimate their opponent so far right now. So 4-4 on the board. Deathmaker's gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna chill this round. I'm gonna play it super safe. I'm gonna play like it's supposed to be played. I'm gonna play Reyna like it's supposed to be played, playing with my flashes and everything, not on my raw aim game. And this step back that Godlike has taken, this understanding that Outlaw is a team to be reckoned with, is probably what is going to start giving them their rounds back again. They were like, you know what, 4-4, you've tied it up so far, but we're not going to give you any more rounds. We're going to play it super safe. Outlaw, by the way, expecting Team Godlike to be pushing super hard, because that's what they're known to do. Most of these professional teams, you know, they push super hard, try to get information with those pushes, and maybe get a few frags along the way if they start underestimating their teammates. And Outlaw knows exactly what is happening. They know what's up, which is why they're playing it super slow. They're not pushing it aside. They're waiting for the push coming in from Godlike instead, but no, Godlike has stopped underestimating them, and they're holding proper position. Antidote getting the first kill on that Omen over there with a beautiful flick with that spline operator there. Another position change coming from Antidote. He's going to be holding that short position just from way back over there in Lamps, waiting for that A push to come in. And really good positioning held by Godlike. And honestly, that ultimate comes out at just the right time to give that information that they needed to know that they're going to be going in for a hard A-long push. Now that information is going to go out to the rest of the team on Godlike's end, and they are going to be like, okay, we got to rotate right now. We got to understand, we got to go there and help our teammates, help our brothers in arms out. And that is exactly what is going to happen. But there is one lurk over there from Team Outlaw, but a beautiful spray coming in from Brex. He manages to take Skizzy and bot side X out in one spray, as that spray manages to connect exactly under the head, not even body shot. This is what Godlike is known for. That is why they're called Godlike, and that is why they are, you know, they call themselves Godlike, because that beautiful gameplay, that beautiful spray coming in from a Flex over there is Rexy over there is exactly what is the entire ethos, the entire spirit of Godlike. And we are getting to see exactly that, and they're not, you know, underestimating Outlaw anymore, which is why they're playing much more slower. Deathmaker is not going to go in for a crazy frag game anymore. Look at him holding that position, not pushing in. Can you believe that? Deathmaker is holding a position now.
Look how the turntables, huh?
Yes.
Just like it's just like how it is in The Office. But anyways, to be honest, for now though, it is going to be Whitehorse to go ahead and going for that white peak, take down Skizzy, and with that, one of the duelists is going to be going down. Rexy. He's going to be caught off guard while trying to flash over to his long position, and this is something that has to be taken into consideration from the side of Godlike Esports as well. This is like what the second time while someone is trying to use a utility, he's getting taken down. There has to be someone to support him as well while he's using that piece of utility. Now there's going to be Operator and not Operator and Flex, my bad. Anti and Flex to be playing over towards the A side. You know what? Anti is so proficient with the Operator. I just changed his name from Antidote to Operator. And yeah, we're going to be seeing the Operator being placed over towards the A side as well into the hands of Anti. Right now, Flex dropping that Molotov, and I guess that Molotov is going to slow down the push coming in from the side of Team Outlaw. A lot of damage has already been dished on towards bot side. Bot side is going to try and get the heal, but at the same time, Deathmaker, the man, is just holding that angle over towards the U-Horse position, getting himself a double, looking for a triple, but unfortunately not going to be able to connect it. Anti connects the flag on towards Sick Flick, and it's going to be time for Anti to just finish it off, and he's going to be able to do it as well. Going to quickly switch over towards his secondary weapon, that is going to be the Ghost, and he's going to land that headshot to put up the 6th round of the board for Godlike Esports. 6-4, ladies and gentlemen, as round number 11 is going to commence, and I guess this is going to be the perfect opportunity for Outlaw to go in for an eco, because if they go ahead and try to pull out a buy in this round, they're definitely not going to be able to win it out, because it's not going to be the best of the buys, and without the best of the buys out there against Godlike Esports, it's going to be really tough for them. So instead, their best option would be to go ahead, eco this round out, and play this for the last round. Get a lot of money for the last round, and go ahead and get out the full buy in round number 12.
True, but that is not what is going to be happening, as we see a full buy coming in from both guys, and Skizzy going in for an aggressive gameplay on Hookah. Does manage to get the first kill on Team Godlike over there. One kill might be the confidence booster they need to push on the B side, but that Nanostorm comes in at the right time and manages to tag him out a lot, and manages to put Ronin all the way back on into the teleporter. In fact, Whitehorse is going to be following him. It's going to be like, you know what, I'm not going to let you leave. I'm going to be following you all across the map and probably going to be taking you out. 3v4 situation on the board here. The attackers are deep in A side. They're going to be pushing A side. 6 over here. The lurker that he is manages to like make his way all of the way into pipe.
Spike planted.
Puts that nano swarm down, but that is going to be taken out by Antidote over there. All of the utilities coming in from Killjoy over there really working to his advantage, but Rexy is going to take John Wick down and bring it down to a 2v2 situation. Not looking that good for Outlaw right now, but Cyclic does manage to connect his shots onto White Horse. Does manage to take him down, but Antidote is just gonna be caught off guard as Ronan is gonna be bring the Sheriff out at the right time, and it's gonna be taking him down. 1v2 situation, all up to Rexy to clutch the situation out, but he's very, very low on his health. And on top of that, Ronan has like 5 bullets in his gun, and so does Rexy. And honestly, it could be Rexy's run, but no, Ronan is just gonna come out at the right time and is gonna stop that save from coming in, and he's going to be taking out Rexy at the right time, and that is going to be the 5th round onto the board for Team Outlaw. Something that we did not see come in Assassin, because we were like, honestly, it's a team like Godlike. If they do go in for a full buy, they're not going to have the economy the next round, but Outlaw with the good communication and the good synergy and the good teamwork gameplay that they're bringing out onto the table is honestly impressing me a lot more than a lot more than I thought it would. Because I know Outlaw, they're friends of mine. I understand how they're going to be playing, but then I did not expect to see this much of an improvement, and them going up against Godlike and putting it up into their faces.
Well, you know what? I'm really happy that Team Outlaw were able to, you know, just eke out that specific round as well, on top of the force buy that they came in with in the previous round. And with that, it is not only gonna give them that advantage, but also gives them that boost in confidence as well that they badly need. And it's gonna be Skizzy to get the frag on towards White Horse. Deathmaker activates the Empress, and this guy is just gonna come online right about now. He's gonna get himself a frag, and he's looking for more. He's just hungry right now for souls, and for now, he's going to be quite disappointed because he's not going to be finding any souls right now. He's just going to quickly go ahead and rotate over towards the A side as well, because he knows for a fact that the entirety of Team Outlaw might be going in back over towards the A side. But that's not what's happening, by the way. Deathmaker does find the drag on towards Cyclic, but the is still in the hands of John Wick, and he's moving it over towards B. Maybe Rexy is going to be finding that headshot, but no, John Wick! Well, he definitely is going to stand true to that name, by the way. You're going to have that aim of a god of beast. And the assassin, that is John Wick, is going to go ahead and tap onto the face of Rexy, eliminate him, destroy him, delete him out of that specific site. And I guess it's going to be time for John Wick to do more. But no, the real assassin, the real Deathbringer, as Deathmaker, is going to chime in, and he's going to get that final kill to put up the 7th round of the board for Godlike Esports. 6-5 as we close out the half, ladies and gentlemen. As, you know what, Team Outlaw, a good half, man, not gonna lie. Being on the attack, pulling off 5 rounds against a team like Godlike Esports, it's quite an achievement for sure, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the way Outlaw are playing. And I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised to see them go ham on towards Godlike Esports in the specific second half, because, you know, Bite is a different side of map, and Outlaw on the defense, their setup, their agent selection, their entire... the entire lineup as well. It looks like that it might just, you know, help them out on their defense.
Honestly, and that is exactly what I was going to say, Assassin. They were pulling off these rounds on the attack, which is really good. And I feel like most of these rounds, honestly, Godlike was, you know, letting it slip a little bit. You know, Deathmaker was going in for that frag game, and it was just going to be like, you know what, I'm just going to hold on to my aim, and I'm not going to be using much of my utilities. But that is what cost them most of the rounds. Then again, Outlaw is a team to be reckoned with, and they could be pulling the rounds back together again on the defense, as we see good positioning coming out from their side. However, it is Godlike we're talking about. They're going to be going in for a hard take on B over there. Nobody's pushing in so far, but they are going to be trying to take out a little bit of information, as Guy does pushes Wolf into Hookah over there to understand where they are. The information has gone out. The lights are going to be coming in, and Antidote is going to be pushing in with his brothers in arms over there. Rexy and Antidote are going to be getting 2 kills on Outlaw. 2 kills already down onto the board. 2v5 situation. Not looking good for Outlaw at all. Deathmaker is going to be coming here and tapping John Wick out of existence and showing him who the true assassin is. Another beautiful tap coming in from Deathmaker there, but Flex is going to be capitalizing on that. He's going to be like, you know what, I'm going to steal that kill right off of your hands, and he's going to be taking Ronan right off, clean off the slate. 8th round onto the board for Godlike there. They have given away 5 rounds to Outlaw. I don't think Godlike is intending to give away any more rounds. Assassin, Godlike is going to start bringing it back to the table, and they're just going to be like, you know what, we're going to take it all the way to 13.
Or maybe they might just be able to. At the same time, Outlaw, right? It was a nice attempt from them as well, holding on towards that specific side. But it was just unfortunate that Godlike Esports they were just feeling it on the pistol, and most of the times it is that, right? Godlike Esports, once they're on the attack, there's absolutely nothing that can stop them. And look at Whitehorse, the guy is not leaving the W button from his keyboard. It looks like that it's broken, maybe. And yeah, he's just gonna straight up walk into his death from the other side. It's gonna be Deathmaker and Anti to support him and take down the rest of the players. John Wick is trying to come in with a backstab alongside his comrade that is gonna be Ronin. Flex is watching out for the backstab and he's gonna get the frag on towards John Wick first. Ronin is gonna be found out by Anti. With that, the ninth round of the board for Godlike Esports. Now it's gonna be time for Outlaw to actually shine because they are gonna get that full buyout. And Godlike Esports, they're gonna be playing on the bonus. They're gonna play on these Spectres, right?
Exactly, but then again, it's Godlike we're talking about, so they could just pull this round off straight with a Spectre lineup and a classic lineup. But then again, now let's see if Godlike is not going to be giving any room to breathe to Outlaw, because like I said, I gave my prediction before. Most of this castle curse is true. You're not wrong. This always comes true. I might be wrong, but then again, it is looking really in the favor of my prediction right now. Godlike might just not give Outlaw any room to breathe, and they might just start bringing their rounds in again, like round after round. And good position. I mean, good take. Sorry, good push coming in from Godlike over there. They're gonna go in for that showers take, not giving any sound at all. Now, Outlaw should understand because they were going in for Godlike was going in for super aggressive hookah playstyles, and since that sound is not coming in, they should assume that it's going to be an A take right now. That smoke does come in to block out a little bit of vision from Godlike, but that is not going to stop Deathmaker as he's going to be pulling into sight and taking out another kill. But then again, Outlaw John Wick is going to be living up to his name and takes 2 players off the board and brings it. And the entirety of Outlaw is going to bring it down to a 1v3 situation as it is all up to Rex to clutch it out. But then Sixlick is going to pop in at the right time, capitalizing on that boom bot from his friend Skizzy over there and just like, take him right out. Beautiful gameplay coming in for Outlaw again. But then again, Godlike was on a partial eco with Spectres in their hands and not a lot to work with, so we are gonna see a better gameplay coming in from Godlike right now. But again, really good gameplay coming in from Outlaw right now, and I'm loving how they're pushing Godlike behind and showing them that underdogs do exist, and then that we are not like out of the scene. We're gonna be showing you exactly how underdogs can come to the scene and be like, you know what, we're gonna take a team like Godlike down, or even if they're not gonna be taking them down, they are gonna be taking them down by a few notches at least. And I'm not really sure what happened to Assassin there, but I don't think he's there. Might have
Yeah,
flagged
I'm
out.
right here. I'm right here. Yeah. I was just trying to figure out as to what exactly is gonna be the strategy coming out from the side of Team Outlaw that they have got themselves a 6th round on the board. And to be honest, Godlike Esports, they know for a fact that it's no rocket science coming out from the side of Outlaw, and Outlaw know that it's no rocket science coming out from the side of Godlike Esports as well. Both of them are just playing textbook Valorant, and it's just that Godlike Esports have a little bit more experience. They kind of are, winning off some fights, and they've got that strategy going on for themselves as well. But I'm so happy that Team Outlaw are putting up such a fight, and the way they are just getting all of these rounds as well, left, right, and center. It's truly fantastic. John Wick right now is gonna struggle, and I guess he's just gonna pray to all the gods out there to just keep him alive, and so that he can go ahead and get some heal from the sky as well. This is gonna be the ultimate popped up, and I guess that ultimate might just bring him some frag as well. Not happening. Whitehorse is gonna be the one to go out and take down Skizzy, whereas John Wick chimes in with 6 points of health to take down Whitehorse. What a round coming in from Outlaw, ladies and gentlemen. 7th round of the board, and the holdover towards the A side. It's not gonna go down. Godlike Esports, you better try to go over towards B once again.
Thank you.
Honestly, again, beautiful take coming in from Outlaw over there. 9-7 already on the board. I have already been proven wrong because I was expecting like a 13-4, 13-6, but then Outlaw decided to show us exactly what they're made of. They decided to prove me wrong, and in a good way that is. I love when a good underdog story comes into play, and Outlaw is giving us exactly that. They're just taking Godlike down by a few notches and being like, and going like, you know what? You've had your moment in the spotlight. Let us show you what we can do as well. 9-7 on the board so far. Outlaw looking super good. Godlike is going to go in for an aggress on B side again because they know that that's what's working for them. And the setup they have on B side is super good. Antidote is already down to 91 points of health. I'm not sure how that happened. But then again, he can capitalize on it. He can ignore that and keep going out in with that 91 points of health and start getting kills again. We know what he's capable of. We're gonna see a super aggressive gameplay coming in from Godlike over there with a super hard eco. A gun is going to be picked up by Whitehorse over there, but is he going to be able to take out a few kills with that gun? Skizzy over here takes Antidote out down to bring it down to a 3v3 situation. Ronin with a beautiful kill of Deathmaker, although he had only a Sheriff in his hand. 3 people trying to just spray down Flex. Took them a while, not gonna lie, took Outlaw their own sweet time to take down Flex, and Flex only had a Frenzy in his hand. He was trying to make the best of that Frenzy. But then again, that was a hard eco round coming in from then. And they didn't have a lot of guns or economy in their advantage. This is going to be the full buy round coming in from Godlike Esports. 9-8 on the board. Outlaw is super close to making it neck and neck with Godlike. Godlike is understanding that they're in a little bit of trouble right now, Assassin. And they're going to be like, what? We were not expecting this from Outlaw.
Definitely weren't. And I guess, you know what? They are in to give us a little bit of a surprise. Maybe they're just going to go ahead and, tie things up on the scoreboard. And Godlike Esports, they are sort of going to struggle. For now, though, it is going to be Godlike Esports to pull out the bigger guns as well, alongside Outlaw. So Outlaw, I'm looking forward to seeing them strengthen up their defense a little bit more over towards the B side. Because Godlike Esports, they're gonna try and move it over towards B once again, because they know that the B side is sort of weak from the side of Team Outlaw. And Team Outlaw, they're gonna do exactly what sort of is required as well. They are going to go ahead, strengthen up that defense over towards the B side. They have already, placed 3 players over towards the B side as well. It is just going to be Ronin alongside bot side X towards A. Now, Godlike Esports, they have made a hell of a noise over towards B. They have created enough distraction for the rotations to come in from the side of Team Outlaw over towards the B side. And I guess the Omen is going to come back over towards A, and Rexy at the exact same time gets a frag on towards Skizzy. He's going to go ahead, cut off the rotations for the side of Team Outlaw, but we do have bot side X on that operator, and as long as that operator is up, it is going to be tough for Godlike Esports to move in over towards the A side as well. Ronin on top of the flash peeks out from the U-Hauls, gets himself another one, and a double. Ronin, you've got to be kidding me, buddy. Godlike Esports is just walking into the process of Ronin right now, and Ronin is just playing so beautiful right now. Whitehorse, on the other hand, has sneaked in, and maybe he's going to get himself the frag on towards the Omen. With that, Whitehorse is going to be the last player standing. Maybe he's just going to get taken down in style by bot side X, but that is not going to happen. As Sick Flex from the task position is going to go ahead and take him down instead. 9-9, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to be seeing Godlike Esports struggle a little bit, and Team Outlaw to, make a comeback and tie things up on the scoreboard and maybe even take the lead. Because Godlike Esports, they're going to have to go in for an eco this round.
Exactly, Assassin, and I don't know how to put this into words. Godlike is tied up with Outlaw, and this is something that I did not expect to see, and I'm pretty sure the audience is super hyped right now. Assassin, you understand this is so good for Outlaw right now, because they're giving an entire collab back to Godlike right now, and Godlike did not see that coming. And again, they're not going to be aggressing super hard anymore. They're going to be they're not going to be underestimating Outlaw anymore. They're understanding how good their utility usage is. They're blocking up. Outlaw is blocking up vision at just the right times, at just the right angles, and doing it really, really well. And they're not giving Godlike a space to enter. They're not giving that little bit of room that Godlike needs to enter, because they're just using their abilities, that frag grenade, everything is pushing them back. And Boss Alex does manage to land a beautiful kill on Antidote there, but that doesn't really matter because he is going to be, Ronin is going to be taken out by Flex's ultimate 4v4 situation already on this side. Tidix has managed to land himself another kill on White Bars and tries to get another, but Deathmaker is going to be there to shut him down, bringing it down to a 3v3 situation. Now it is all up to John Wick, Skizzy, and Sick Flick to take the round back, to do the entire retake, because the bomb plan hasn't gone down yet, and Godlike knows that they've gotta be taking it a little more carefully, because those utility usages are coming in on point, and honestly a little bit of a misstep and they could lose a lot of health. Deathmaker over here is still at 87 points of health and know that Sick Flick is going to be holding that angle. But little does Sick Flick know that Deathmaker is going to be holding that cheeky angle too. And Deathmaker does manage to take him down, which is going to come in as a trade from John Wick, who managed to take Deathmaker down, the man, the myth, the legend. But still, it is going to go down to the hands of Godlike, who had the man advantage this round. Beautiful round coming in from Godlike as expected, but then the insane fight that is being put up by Outlaw there. Look at those two beautiful kills coming in from bot side X over there. Something that I did not expect to see, and he's pulling up beautifully well. I'm loving how Outlaw is playing, and I'm waiting for more of this action to come onto our screens right now, Assassin.
Same here, buddy. The feeling's mutual. And to be honest, I have a lot of hope for Outlaw as well. Maybe they're just gonna I don't know. Maybe this is gonna go ahead and drag this game to an overtime. Ooh, John Wick! If that flash wouldn't have existed, then maybe John Wick could have been taken down. Not gonna lie. But yeah, thanks to that
Played
flash.
his favor, didn't it?
Exactly. Thanks to that flash coming in from Rexy, I guess both the players are not going to be peeking in towards the shards because of the flash, right? We are going to be seeing John Wick still alive and kicking over towards the A side. So for now, the Godlike Esports, right? They have placed themselves outside the A side, and it looks like that it might just be a late round A execute coming out from the side of Godlike Esports. They're getting all of their setups ready, and Godlike Esports, in terms of the ultimates though, they do have the Killjoy's ultimate ready. You know what? They can also try and fake it over towards the A side, move it over towards B, place down the lockdown, and get control over towards the B side in order to get the 11th on the board. Because right now, getting the 11th on the board is far more important than anything else. They don't even care about the ultimates right now. They'll use whatever they can in order to get that 11th on the board, and maybe they're just gonna save it up for round number 12 that they're supposed to get as well. Now Ronan, that's gonna drag on towards Anti, but as Anti takes down John Wick. Oh, Deathmaker! The tap out of the face of Skizzy! And I guess that guy, he won't be able to see his face anymore in front of the mirror. Because this is gonna be destroyed by Deathmaker. Right now, Whitehorse on the other hand, is already coming in with a flank, I guess. What the hell? How was he allowed in the first place? Wasn't Sickness holding towards the B? What? Hello? I'm so confused. Wasn't
no.
Sickness holding towards B? Yeah. How is Whitehorse allowed to come in with a flank?
And the fact that Sickflick was walking there, he knew. I think he knew that that was being held down by that who was it? I'm sorry. What was it? Whitehorse? Yes, I'm very sure that Sickflick knew that Whitehorse was going to be there, but I don't know what happened. The communication didn't come through. He did not let his teammates know that the flank is coming in. I don't understand how that leak even happened. You know what I think happened? I think it was either that Sickflick was holding an off angle and just like, you know, jiggle peeking it all, but he like. The Killjoy Whitehorse just pushed in at the wrong moment and he did not see him pushing through. Or it might have just been that he saw him push through and did let him push through and was like, you know what, I'll kill him later. But that information was not conveyed to his teammates maybe. It could be either of those two. Nonetheless, it doesn't really matter because we're going to go on to the 18th match, 18th round onto the board, and we're going to see a really good gameplay coming in from the sides of Godlike over there as insane frags are coming in from all the way, and that flank does come in from the attack side, and that is going to be the 12th round onto the board for Godlike, and Godlike is not taking it as a joke anymore. Godlike is gonna be like, you know what, we've taken it lightly enough. We're just gonna finish this all off. 12th round onto the board for Godlike and the match point at that. This might just be the final round for Godlike to take control of the entire match, of the entire situation. But at the same time, even if it is Assassin, the fight that Outlaw put up onto the faces of Godlike is just insane. Something that Godlike was not expecting to see, and something that we were not expecting to see either, and it was beautiful to watch.
I am so confused. I mean, Outlaw, man, what happened? What happened to them? Almost had it, but then looks like they got like Esports. They just got that stuff back together, right?
True.
And yeah, looks like that Rexy this time around though, it's gonna be holding outside of the Shar's position, trying to possibly look out for some sort of an aggression coming out from the side of Team Outlaw. And Outlaw, it's surprising to to not see the aggression coming out from them as well, because for now though the passive stance has sort of backfired at them as well, correct? And them going ahead and getting some map control won't hurt, in my opinion. Should try and push it over towards the Shah's position, or we try and push in towards the B long area. But for now, it looks like that Godlike Esports is absolutely everywhere. They're spread out across the map, and Anti is going to use that ultimate in order to get himself a frag. The ultimate is going to be popped onto a Sickflick. With Sickflick getting taken down, I'm going to be seeing Deathmaker activating the Empress in order to move it over towards the elbow position. Skizzy does come in with a flank. He's going to take the teleporter and he's going to take down Anti as well. With that, a 4 vs 3 situation for the side of Godlike Esports, and I guess they're pretty much looking to finish it over right here, right now, Quaint. Because with this man advantage secured, Deathmaker and his Empress, this thing is just gonna rule around the entire map. And the Empress, well, she ain't gonna stop anytime soon, man. Deathmaker's looking to get the final frag, and he's gonna get it as well. The third kill on the board for Deathmaker in the round, and the match is gonna go into the favor of Godlike Esports. 13-9, ladies and gentlemen, but what play coming in from the side of Team Outlaw. Hats off, guys.
Honestly, and not too honestly, Godlike let us slip for the first few rounds, and Outlaw was there to capitalize on that. They were like, you know what, you shouldn't consider it as a joke, and we are going to show exactly what they're capable, what we're capable of, and they managed to tie it back up to a neck and neck 4-4 round onto the board. And Godlike, that is exactly when Godlike was like, you know what, we've given away too many rounds, we've got to start bringing it all back again. And that is exactly what they did. And they started bringing the rounds back, but they were struggling just a teeny tiny bit because the plays that Outlaw was bringing onto the table was something that I haven't seen in a long time. And them putting that show up onto the face of Godlike was something that was just beautiful to watch. But towards the end, Deathmaker was just not having it. It was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn my in-body aim lock on, and I'm just gonna lock onto your heads and just gonna start deleting people off the server. But then again, beautiful fight put up by Outlaw. Amazing to watch. And Assassin, can we talk about that flank that came in for Whitehorse there? That was something that I did not understand. Neither did you. That was really funny to watch. And I love that the moment that the audience saw that, everybody just started going like something the Coda OP. That was really funny to watch though.
Yeah, I mean, Whitehorse, there's that running joke as well that Whitehorse is sort of like the Indian lurker as well.
Yeah.
So that is sort of a joke going around. But at the same time, I'm really happy with the performance being put up by both the teams, especially Team Outlaw. Being an underdog team, challenging the behemoths like Godlike Esports and putting up 9 rounds on the board is no joke, guys. So please do appreciate the efforts being put in by Team Outlaw. And I'm definitely sure that Outlaw is going to walk away with a lot of knowledge. They're going to walk in with a lot of information. They are going to, rewatch the WOD. They're going to keep grinding. They're going to work on, getting themselves better. And once again, in future, when they face off against Godlike Esports, we might see Outlaw going ahead, dragging the game to an overtime, or maybe just finishing it off without even dragging it to an overtime.
True. And then again, like everything that they pulled off, I was not, from when I saw them back in the day, they were not that polished, and they were just starting off. They were like this nascent little team. They were just starting to build their own confidence, their own courage, their own game style, and everything. Now that I see them having become this strong of a team, just 5 friends playing together and just pulling up insane gameplays on the playing field there, and showing teams like Godlike exactly what an underdog team is made of is something that I was wanting to watch but did not expect, and they proved me wrong. You remember I honestly thought it was going to be a 13-4, 13-6 max, but no, 13-9, 9 rounds onto the board for Outlaw there. That is something that we don't get to see a lot happening a lot against Godlike, and that was a beautiful match to watch, Assassin. I loved the entire day because like the first match again was something that I was not expecting to go to overtime.
Yeah.
Which it did. And the second match, again, I was expecting like a 34-36. No, Outlaw put up such a good fight that they brought it up to 13-9. I love how they played, and I hope that we see more of these games every day. And again, beautiful match to watch, Assassin.
Definitely was, man. Both the matches for the day, right? They were pretty close. They were pretty awesome as well. Not gonna lie, awesome is something that I would definitely use, especially the first one. But guys, the highlights are ready, so let's quickly relive some of the moments of this specific match. By the way, Godlike Esports versus Team Outlaw. As you did see, right? I mean, Godlike Esports, they kind of had a good start. We saw Deathmaker going ahead and getting himself like 6 kills in a row after finally getting taken down by Ronin, and then going ahead and picking up the Vandal as well. Inside of Godlike Esports, in general, we did see them, walking away with the pistol round on the first half, and in the second half, it was actually quite an interesting one for sure. It is definitely going to come up, but for now, taking a closer look at the first half of the game, where Godlike Esports were able to eke out 3 rounds in a row, I guess. Ronin and the rest of the gang from the side of Team Outlaw, right? They did struggle with their full buy round as well against Godlike Esports, and Godlike Esports were able to put up the third on the board. I guess it was 4-0. Then finally, Outlaw, they were able to grab themselves the first round of the board, and then it became 4-1, and eventually we built on from there. See, as you guys can see on your board, as you guys can see on the board as well in front of your screens, 4-0, and then finally they got themselves a round. And this specific round was when Team Outlaw, they kind of had to put absolutely everything in order to get themselves the victory as well. There was not enough time for Flex to go ahead and defuse the spike as well. That put up the second round of the board for Team Outlaw, and then Godlike Esports. Later down the line, they just activated themselves. They had a little bit of that down moment as well when Outlaw finally stuck together a couple of rounds for themselves, and they made it like what 5-5, and no, actually 5-4 in the favor of
Yeah.
Godlike Esports, and then Godlike Esports they just closed out the half with the scoreboard reading the score 7-5. So yeah, I mean the first half was pretty decent for both the teams, especially Godlike Esports. I was expecting 8 rounds on the board for Godlike Esports because them being on the defense and them being the better team as well with more amount of experience. Nothing against Outlaw, but it is something that you kind of expect as well from a team like Godlike Esports. But I was so goddamn happy. I'm happy that Outlaw went ahead and proved us all wrong by stringing together 5 rounds on that attack in the first half, and then trying to make it all even Stevens as we move on towards the second half as well. Because the second half it was quite an interesting showcase of defense coming out from the side of Team Outlaw, where Godlike Esports they struggled, but then in the end they pulled it all together, and they strung together a few rounds, got themselves a victory, 13-9. What are your thoughts on this specific match, Queen? I mean, I'm definitely sure that you were kind of looking forward to seeing a stomp, and you were actually predicting as well that Godlike Esports might just take it away, 13-6 or 13-5,
Yeah.
something like that.
Dude, I am not gonna lie. I was expecting Godlike Esports to actually have a bit of a stomp gameplay over there, just like go for the 13-14 score on the board. But then again, I feel like I genuinely think that Godlike let it slip for a few rounds. They were just like playing it super chill, super loose, and they were just honestly throwing a few rounds. Not gonna lie, I feel like they were just like having fun with the entire game, not just throwing. They were having fun with the entire day. And on top of that, this is again like you gotta understand what Assassin said is exactly what I'm gonna be saying because he was not wrong. No offense to you, Outlaw, you played it beautifully well, and honestly, that entire thing that Godlike was playing it chill, that you managed to like pick it up on exactly that, and that is you managed to bring it up to 9 rounds, and I'm really proud of you. But yeah, honest to God, I feel like Godlike was honestly playing it a little bit chill, a little bit more chill than they normally can play or do play, and they could have honestly gone for a more steeper round, like 13 lesser scores on Outlaw. But then again, I did expect a few runs coming from Outlaw, and that is exactly what I got to see. And honestly, a really fun match to watch. This is probably the most fun I've had in the entire Lenovo Intel Valorant Open, Assassin. This is probably the most fun match to cast for and watch at the same time, Assassin. And honestly, I'm going to be walking home with good memories of this match. And I'm going to be remembering this match for quite a long time because I had a lot of fun watching this and casting for this at the same time. And I'm very sure the audience did too because you saw the entire chat section just pop it off. There was just like going crazy, going like Outlaw OP. And then Godlike comes into the scene again and suffering the Coda OP. It was really fun to watch. We all had a lot of fun over here.
It definitely was, not gonna lie. The chat was going crazy as well, and I'm happy that they enjoyed this specific match as well against Outlaw. So Godlike Esports, congratulations to you once again for moving on towards the next round of the Lenovo Intel Valorant Open in association with Croma. Hard luck, Team Outlaw, but I'm pretty sure that you guys are gonna keep grinding and you guys are gonna come out on top the next time as well, that I'm gonna be seeing you guys playing in another tournament. So all the best for that. If you guys need any help as well, you can always slide into our DMs, and we as casters and analysts will be more than happy to help you out as well. As an underdog team, I understand how important it is to rectify your mistakes, and I'm always going to be here, guys. To any of the underdog teams out there, right? If you guys need any of the support or any of the help as well, especially from like a third perspective point of view, you guys can always message me, and I'm going to be more than happy to help you out as well. Want to bring up the entire esports ecosystem as a whole together as a unit. That's exactly what we all are aiming for as well. So yeah, with that said and done, we are pretty much done for the day. Quite an exhilarating show of matches. Both of the matches were really good, especially the first one that went into an overtime. Loved how Reckoning Esports put up an amazing display, but we're not able to close it out. Again, hard luck for them, but I'm pretty sure that they are going to come back stronger as well. The same can be said for Team Outlaw, and yeah, both the matches were exciting for sure. And I can't wait to see what exactly day number 8 has in store for us as well tomorrow. So yeah, don't forget to tune in tomorrow at the same time, 12 p.m. on the Esports Club's YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon to never miss another update. And it's me, Assassin47, alongside Quaint. We're going to be signing off for the day. Have a great day, you all. Thank you so much for tuning in for both of these matches today. Can't wait to see what exactly is going to happen tomorrow. So see you guys on the stream tomorrow as well. Goodbye.